Alright. I don't want to hear myself in here. I hear an echo of myself.
Test, test, test.
Hello. Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna have to get used to it. For everyone that will or is going to join, welcome to Universal Esports League Daytona 500.
Hey Hunter, fuck you. Fuck you too. I hear that Hunter Bogdan has an illegal motive.
All right, good to go. All right, yeah, everybody, welcome to the first ever points race for the Universal Esports League on iRacing. I've got a pretty good sized field here to kick off the season, 200 laps. Oh. Okay. Well, action already. We haven't even taken the green flag, and we've already got some shenanigans and tomfoolery going on in the back of the pack. All right. So the number 82 Red Bull Toyota of Nathan Taylor will lead us to the green. He inherits the pole after Zach pulled off to check his, make sure he was on the right setup. So I got two Red Bull cars leading us off here. The 21 of Travis Shand. Pace car pulls off. We're getting ready to go here. 200 laps at Daytona. Nathan Taylor will lead us to the green. Nate gets a big jump down through turns 1 and 2 on the first lap here. Outside line already starting to fade. Inside line clear until about the third car in line. Outside line's trying to rally back though. Hunter all over the back bumper of that number 60 Red Bull Chevy Camaro for Midpack Motorsports. Blame NASCAR, always blame NASCAR. Nathan Taylor leads the first lap of the season here at Daytona. Outside line coming hard though. Not sure if they're gonna let him run away with that one. You say that, here they come though. Big run out of turns 3 and 4 through the tri-oval, and they might clear that number 82 on the bottom, and they will. that is Zach and Corey back there, way at the back. Starting Park without the starting. As we're coming to the 4th lap completed here. 60 club. Yeah, these guys darting around like it's 5 to go, but we're only 5 laps into this thing. A couple smoke back there. Not sure where that came from. Single file, quite a long way here, but they're getting shuffled now. The 21 up top with the 81 of Tim Harris Jr. Caution, I believe it's a... Not sure where that one started, or who it was, but... Caution on the speedway. We see a couple cars straggling way back there. Oh, the 91 sideways. Contact with Maddox, I think, and overshot it into the wall. Big hit there. So that number 91, Dale Earnhardt Jr. throwback. All tore up already. A lot of damage there on that right front. And they're going to be catching the pace car here. Catching the pace car here. Will we see pit stops 6 laps into this race? Will these guys come in, top up on fuel, and get back going? Or will track position be key here? Yeah, pair of Red Bull cars. But the number 82, he's a real Red Bull Racing driver, not, the actual Red Bull Racing, but their team in game here is called Red Bull Racing, as we see some cars coming down pit road, including the 86 and the 82, and I believe the 60. We'll take a look at that in a second. Graphic. Bottom right. You gotta press it. Oh, it's alright. Fox Sports are kind of helping us here, so Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Clint. Thank you, Larry and Kevin and Mike. Now you can see that 86. That lead will be inherited by the number 4. Evan Lanarelli, I believe that is. You can't tell from that. That's the race results. Up on the leaderboard, you can tell. At the top. The car looks relatively clean, cleaner than it did when he pounded that turn 1 wall.
What's up, Jake?
He'll be catching up to the field here shortly. Yeah, Dale Jr., your 2004 and 2014 Daytona 500 winner. Driving for DEI and Hendrick Motorsports. Looks like the top 8 stayed out, maybe top 8, top 9 stayed out, all the way back to the number 18 of Anthony Clayton, driving for the Mid-Pack Motorsports team, number 18, the UESL and Waffle House Toyota Camry. These guys. And these mid-pack motorsports guys, known for running up front at super speedways, but never usually able to close that deal. So we'll see if they can do that today. Pace car is off. We're going to go back green on lap 9 of 200 here at Daytona. The 21 with a massive jump over the 4. The 4 did not get going at all, and they stacked them up behind big time. I'll check out that inside line big time here. Pretty wide. And of course, swerving all over the place back there. We got what looked like a crash, but the 03 of Zach Weaver has damage. And Mid-Pack Motorsports doing what they do best, racing each other, passing each other when it's not needed. Zach pushes a 60 past the 18, and now they're going to get all stacked up on the outside line. Big check up there from the 18. Whoa, wiggle in there. The 03, and I can't tell who that is. That white car in the middle, the 52. They were almost banging doors there, going off down the back straightaway. Oh, Nathan Taylor up in the wall. Yeah, these guys getting all lined up on the bottom here. Zach gonna go to the outside. He's got a damaged front end. I'm surprised that's not slowing him down much more than it is. He seems to be keeping good pace. Is there 3 wide in the back of the pack? An outside line fading big time here. I'm wondering if that 03 is slowing him up with that damage on the front end. They're going to drop in here behind that number 60 car. The lead pack here seems to be pulling away. But that second pack going to get reeled right back in here. 60 going to go to the outside. Now I think better of it. Zach's gonna get sideways though. That checked everybody up. I'm not too sure what happened there. They are hauling the mail right now, though. They're keeping up with that lead pack, and those guys on the bottom side are just being left out. They're gonna go 3 wide. Nate brushed the wall, trying to do his best Hail Melon impression, but as the 60. I was confused for a second that the 81 and everybody behind him were kind of out of frame for a second. I wasn't too sure what was going on there, and they're back now. They're going to try and hunt down that lead pack. I believe we're under caution here. That wreck must have been far in the back of the field. I think it was the guys in the back of the pack, to be honest, because these are all the front runners, and none of them wrecked. Caution lights are on right there, I believe. No? There's that second pack. Or that third pack, sorry. And, I have to do is scroll through the drivers here and just see who has any damage. No, they backed off right there. So it wasn't them either. "14" up on the high side. Trying to stay in tow with the 91. Oh, makes contact with the AI and yeah, the 14, big contact there. Oh, and then he hits the wall again. Well, the 14 had that car in the right direction. On to pit road. Power into the wall. '82 looked like he stayed out there. '81 down pit road. Travis ass back there. That's what we'll call him. Travis ass. Yeah, those Chevys looking strong here today so far. We see these guys coming through turn strain 4 here. Pace car's going to peel off. We're going to go back green with the 4 and the 66 on the front row. Here we go. Green flag going to be back out here at Daytona. The 4 and the 6. Oh, Nathan gives a 66 a shot. That's a...
It's a big shot there.
That would be a jumped restart, I believe, if it was an official series race, but we'll get away with it. He shoots that 66 car way up front.
And yeah, it's the way it works here. As long as you are in the restart box and start and go, and not too far over speed, it will stay.
Oh,
but it looks like wrecking in the back.
They saved it.
They saved it.
I believe that was that 52 car. Nosed it in the wall. He keeps it going still.
And since it's getting a little crazy here, we're going to focus on crashes. And for everyone...
Here comes Jacob Hutnick up on the outside with Corey and Nate. He's going to get left hung out to dry.
And the 3 wide, the 78, the 1. It looks like the 33 has a penalty.
Down pit road.
I would assume that's a penalty there. As we're back on the lead pack. As you can see, the 2 teammates of not 2 teammates. As you can see, the Spartana Motorsports car is in the very, very back of the pack. The 91 at the tail end of the field, and the other one car, which is the 72, is at the back.
Dead even down to turn 3 and 4. Hutnick with the advantage so far. He's got help from Tim Harris Jr. and Zach Weaver.
And it looks like they might try to push 3 wide, but they think better of it. And they're coming off turn 4. And we're only 20-something laps in. At lap 25, oh no, not 25. At lap 50 is the first stage, and the second stage is the end of lap 100.
So you got one mid-pack motorsports car up at the front. You have the 60, his teammate back there, behind the 18, their future teammate. No Wang's car.
Number 18 is moving into the Chevy in the next few weeks. And it will officially be a mid-pack motorsports full-time entry.
Good shot from swing 4 right here.
The beautiful shots.
Is that going to go to the top side? 82 below the yellow line.
We talk about the Fox, but these Fox camera cuts are perfect. I'm just joking. I had to make a little dig at Fox again. But here we go back to the lead. It is looks like the 78 and the 3 on the top side. No, that's not 78. It's the 88 up front leading the pack. Not bad. Both cars are about the same. But as you can see, this whole race, there's been multiple leaders from mid-pack motorsports. As the 88 and the 60 have both led multiple laps here. And we're only on lap 24.
3 wide. Clayton going to go to the outside of Weaver. Not quite. Or will he try it? No.
Mid-pack thinks better of it. They both tucked back in behind the 03.
As these guys are getting a little bit of a gap between everybody now. Don't usually see that too often in these kind of races, but this is an oddity, this one. As Hutnick now gets shuffled back to P5. Tim and Nate go to the front. And now Hutnick going to try and tuck back in. He's got Corey behind him.
And the 03 is going to fall all the way back to 11th of that. At least that's what the scoring board is telling us. And I can see why back there. 2 wide racing, battling each other. They are not able to keep the pack in front of them. But right now, it looks like the pack's separating to 3 different parts at the moment.
Riding on board with Corey Smith here. I don't change camera angles, but Corey leading that top side as they're going to try and get formed back up. She's got the 60 behind him. Behind her, sorry.
It's all good.
Field full of guys, and I'm used to having a girl in the field, and she's leading that top side. Hanging tough in that number 10 Toyota.
And I'll say it and try to say it in the best way I can. She's a bad motherfucker. I was gonna say something else, but that is the profanity and stuff we keep for pro wrestling.
She is very fast wherever she goes. Whatever car she hops in, she's always quick. And she's going to go on the front here with help from Aiden Wilson, and now Zach and Hunter are going to try and keep that momentum going on the top side, but I don't think it'll be enough here.
And of course, right now you see multiple drivers fighting just to keep at the front of the pack. As
Corey's
top
blocking
split
the
back
top
markers is blocking already with 27 laps in, which understandable. You want to be able to say you led the Daytona 500, but it's also understandable that you want to finish.
Yeah, blocking everybody, that's a recipe for disaster, especially, you know, if they don't lift. Some of these guys, you know, they'll be a little, you know, forgiving and a little lenient, checking up for you, but others will just plow right through you and might cause a problem. It's that top side. Oh, and the wall goes Hutnick.
And as you saw there, during the corner, you saw the 91 come from the high side and the 88 go into his position on the top side. So, trading places, and it worked out for the 91 so far. 18 right on his ass, and you got the 03 right behind on the top side.
And these guys getting real racy up towards the front.
And for everyone watching, like I said, they're watching on Twitch, YouTube, anything you watch on, because you might see clips on TikTok even eventually. Thank you for watching and tuning into this. This is all sponsored by Jerky Pro and Fatal Crips. Go to jerky.pro and use uni-esports, capital U and capital E for 5% off. Use the same code, all capitalized, at fatalgrips.com for 10% off there at checkout. They got controllers, mouses, keyboards, about every accessory you need. But let's get back to racing. Right now the 91 for the first time is up on the high side, leading part of the pack. It looks like we're coming up on a lap car
here. Yeah, then these guys are not staying single file, so this will be interesting. That lap car going to stay on the bottom. I assume that'll be the 33 car, but to come in and serve a penalty, and this will scatter these guys everywhere now. They dart all around to the top side, back down to the bottom.
It gets interesting. Close calls with the 33 as everybody passes, even 4 wide for a second.
The wall goes to 10. The 10 and the 91 got up in the wall there. Corey tried blocking, and it didn't quite work out in her favor this time. She'll go all the way back in the 60 car, back up to the front. He's going to go to the top side now. He doesn't want to lead this thing.
Oh, and almost a wreck from the high side.
Oh, they put 3 wide. Here we go. It's on now.
You want a chaos? Well, here you go. You put 20 cars on track for a 500. And people got to remember, only 12 people make the playoffs. Out of 20 drivers, who will be there at the end?
Oh, and the 66 getting a little bit sideways there off the bumper of, I believe that was Hutnick back there.
And the 91 and the 03 just moving on that high side, showing what the true push of the power is in them Chevys. But right now it's a Ford and Toyota leading. Yep. You got
pretty quiet all day. And oh, Nate below the yellow line.
And he comes back up.
We're good.
10 car allows him to come back up. As everybody knows, if you go under the yellow line to pass, it is a penalty. Depending on track, of course.
And I see the 60 got side drafted there by the 66. The side draft of these next gen cars is
something else, man.
Crazy. It is nothing like I've ever seen before in any other generation of race car.
As somebody who's raced a few different generations of these cars, yes, it's just, it makes it worthwhile because you could just side draft your way to the lead. I've seen races with 0-0-0-1 to the point of victory. So
now we see the pack separating into 2 again.
That 3 wide is really killing this back end of this pack. It looks like the 14 jumps to the bottom. He must just be trying to get out of here, or
In the
that might have been a
wall
lap.
for Center. The 60 has a big head of steam though. Look at this run.
Oh, we're jumping in the cockpits of multiple different cars here.
As the 60 just passed about 7 cars en route to the lead now.
And a massive way to get the lead there. Going from back to the top 5 all the way to first.
Well, he'll lead. He's got Tim Harris Jr. behind him now. These guys work pretty well together usually.
Oh! And the 60 bends into the wall.
60 in the wall hard.
And that's going to be a caution here. Definitely. Oh. Oh.
And hit way after the fact. I'm not sure if those guys behind.
We're going to go in the view of Nick and see what happened here. We're going to go in the cockpit view here. Just see, was it hard to see with the sun, or what was going on here?
The sun is definitely not helping. You see the smoke ahead. Joey moves up and the smoke clears, and
it's looking like it just did not see him through this big ass spoiler on the cup cars. And I have to say it like that because I mean, these spoilers are massive. As somebody who has driven this car, it is no visibility to the car in front. So just mistakes happen here.
Absolutely.
As this is his first ever race with Nick Scott here in Universal Esports.
The spoilers may be massive, but you know what else is massive?
What?
Low taper fade.
Hey, yep.
The smoke did not fade enough for the 21 to get through it there. Unfortunate for Nick.
And
see the 60,
60 crab walking. Reminder, they do have 3 fast repairs, so
that's got
he's
one
still got a shot in it. And we're going to try to focus back on the leader here. I'm pretty sure the leader is Tom. No, this is, yeah, Nathan Taylor takes the lead. Unless people were in front of the pace car. But as you can see, the Universal car, or Universal Esports on the sponsorship. Throwback to Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number 8 car. Then the 82 throwback to the old Red Bull cars. The 82 and the 84.
I gotta say, I just got a message from the guy in that number 18 car, Maddox Clayton, and he said he's proud for us having a low taper fade reference in the stream. That was for him. You know, I heard the word massive, had to take a swing at that one.
Yeah, man, you know, you gotta throw out a little. We gotta throw a little brain rot out there. I mean, new generation and all. You're already all brain rotted anyway.
Nowadays.
Damn right.
It's the 91 and the 88 up front here. The 33, who is, I believe, the lucky dog here. I'll go around the outside. But a very interesting race so far. We got 15 to go on the stage here. And things are ramping up already.
As the 91 car elects to stay out and take the lead for the first time in this 500. And the Ally Alliance car of Mid-Pack Motorsports right behind him. So, might not be his teammate, but it is an Alliance car. So, Mid-Pack and Spartana technically work together. So, you got that 88 and the 91. And taking first and second. See how much they work together here.
New paint scheme for that 88 right there. I haven't seen that one yet in its entirety. I saw a sneak peek earlier, a few days ago, but I believe Kelly Bluebuck on the front end of that machine. And he's got Crank and Hogs written down there, right by the rear tires.
And we got a Propel on the car. I like the little, let's say the little chicken thing.
Propel, Drive Smart, and Kelly Bluebuck.
If you look close right there. But yeah, this is a Mid-Pack Motorsports, one of their top cars. And of course, right a few cars behind, another Chevy. Chevys are fast here tonight. Been fast all preseason. As the cars to only win the road courses and the super speedway so far. There's not been one race so far without a Chevy winning in the super speedway. And that's how you start your 2025 season off. So, for all the guys in Chevy, they're going to be happy with the first few weeks. But here we go. We're going to zoom it up a little bit. Get y'all closer to restart here. And as we get in turn 3 and 4, we'll just, here we go. Go back live. As you see, everyone a little spread out here. Don't know if they're just about to get warmed up and everything, or trying to get a jump on the restart. And by the rules, if they do jump, as long as they don't pass somebody, it's technically not a jump. Well, that, and as long as you're not too many car lengths back from somebody. Like that 82.
Down pit road here.
82 closes in on them. Oh, jump one up in the back there.
Yeah, those guys really getting sideways back there. That'll allow the top 4 or 5 to pull away the top 4 or 5 there.
And we talked about it a few minutes ago. Mid-Pack Motorsports and Spartana Motorsports have an alliance. As you can see, the first thing that 91 did was jump up and pull the 88 with him. As they take control of the bottom line, there's going to be a Ford on the outside trying to say hell no to this. And I'm pretty sure that's Team B-Man, which has an alliance with Graybeard Racing, which is currently in 3rd with the number 81.
You got 2 Chevys, a Ford, a Toyota, and another Ford back there, your top 5, and they're checking out right now.
Next time around, it'll be 10 laps to go in the stage. So these drivers are going to get desperate. These top 5, they might not until the last lap or 2, but a little bit of shuffling, went below the line, let each other in. And right now, just battles everywhere, just trying to get up positions. As you can see, Nick Scott and Aiden Wilson in the back of the pack there, just trying to get up after the wreck.
Some of that track position they lost there in that accident coming through the tri-oval. Zach and Corey are gonna lead the pack here, but they're checking out from those guys behind. You can see running side by side a detriment to those guys back there.
Just multiple packs here. The 20 car is all broken up.
We're gonna have 10 to go this time by in the stage, and top 5 are gonna be uncontested here by the looks of it. Unless we have a change of events here, but everybody seems to be running pretty clean right now. See, Joey's going to jump up behind the 60 and going to try and get their way to the front of this pack here, but that might be doing more damage than it is good. They're catching them. Slowly but surely, they are catching that first pack.
Yeah, 5 cars versus 20 is just a handicap. As long as the guys in the backpack know what they're doing, it's just a few laps and they're past.
And here they go. To the top side, led by Zach Weaver and Corey Smith. Some of those guys going to stick to the bottom though.
Corey gets shuffled out to the top. Nope, no, Travis Shan lets her in.
60 tapped the wall back there a little bit. And go 3 wide again.
Everybody trying to get up front for these stage points. 10 points for the winner of the stage, so on to the end of the top 10. With 10th place taking 1 point. But that 1 point can be very crucial to the end of their season, as only 10 races before the playoff.
Hutnick gonna go to the outside. He's gonna try and pick up Zach Weaver here and get around the 91. Got the 88 with help from the 03 and the 91 with help from the 88. Outside line prevails though. They're almost going to get clear of that bottom line. Corey not quite clear, and that bottom line's going to reel him back in. Oh, crash, big one. Cam up in the wall. He's going to slide. Corey's in the wall.
We're going to try to take you to the blimp view of this real quick.
Hard behind.
We're going to go back a little bit, and we're going to focus on this crash real quick.
That all started with the 91. The 81 got on the quarter panel right up into the 10 there.
Multiple
91.
cars involved. 91 locks it up. Oh. We're going to go back here and we're going to take an onboard with the 91 from blimp view and see what happened. And looks like he was not able to get it stopped in time.
Oh, and the 14 at the tail end there. I think him and the 60 are going to hit there. Yeah, right. Oh, right up into 78. And
multiple
Jason
cars.
Willard here. Jason didn't hit anything. He just slid down the apron. Trying to gas it back up. And pow. The 60 just not expecting that. And
91 just waiting to get the opportunity to get back on track. And here's the 18. You got to take a ride with him and see what happened to him.
I think the 18 was coming off of pit road. He was nowhere in shot there for a while. Yeah, he was coming off of pit road. And
coming off of pit road. Must have had a mechanical failure or something. But he gets to see all the action. Let's see what happens from his cockpit. He just rolled in at the best time.
Yeah, they're already done wrecking there, but he's going to roll up and
gonna see the aftermath from some of these cars here. But we're gonna go back and focus on the leader here, which was one of the leaders at least. Aiden Wilson.
Yeah, Aiden was a couple laps down there from. He's crab walking back to pit road, got lapped there, and definitely not going to be getting his lap back here. But big crash near the end of the stage here. I'm not sure if that'll end it.
We'll find out as we go with our stage leader. If I can get it to go to him. Yeah, we're with Zach Weaver. Oh,
I think we're going to get restarted here in the stage.
I think we are too. And knowing Daytona, it's about 2 to 3 laps of pace, maybe 4 at most. With the new rules, iRACING, you can pit lap down cars on the same lap as leaders, so kind of saves us a little bit. I know it's only on certain tracks, but I believe super speedways are one. What's going on here? Oh, they're catching up to the pace car. I can't tell if the 03 is the leader or the 88. It's definitely the 88. Okay. As you see the beautiful camera shot coming off of turn 4.
Yeah, we see the 88 inside the pace car getting well acquainted with Brett Bodine. A couple cars going to dive down pit road here. I'm not too sure the strategy behind that. Maybe they're just trying to fill up here and then just top up at the end of the stage, and then these guys
take the lead. That could be the reason. There could be some damage.
Could be.
But we're going to zoom a little forward here as let's see what happens. I think see what
18 was getting his lap back, I believe.
Yep, 18 getting one of the laps back. Zoom up a little bit. That'll also be the 14 getting a lap back there.
14 was in that wreck. Didn't look like he got a lot of damage from it.
might be a few more wave rounds here, but we'll see. I haven't seen anything.
If my math is correct, we'll restart the stage with 4 laps to go, and Jacob Hutnick will lead him to that. Got Zach and Tim.
And for everyone wondering why it looks weird, it's because we got it on 2 times. Get a little bit faster towards the restart. We're going to do that here. We're going to go a little bit quicker. They should start double filing up right now. Yep.
Lights are off on that pace car. We'll go green this time by with 4 laps to go.
And we're going to see him a little bit ahead here.
Should be a good battle for the stage win here. Got a bunch of strong cars up here at the front of the pack. The 88's been strong, the 03. The 81, he didn't fire off the best, I don't think. And
he's been up there for a while now.
He's up here now. You see the 10, the 18, and 60 at the back of the pack.
Looks like the 91 is probably on the other part of the track right now.
For green here, 4 laps to go. And the leaders checking out. Top 4 again are going to pull away. These guys behind did not get going.
And until the last few laps left to go on the stage, we're just going to say on the most exciting thing here. Right now, the most exciting is this mid-pack trying to just fight for position, as you got Nick Scott right in the thick of it.
Some guys in the back of the pack just trying to ride around until the end of the stage, hopefully get back on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Side by side of the back though.
Looks like some of these guys in the back are finally getting caught up. You see the 91 actually got caught up.
Is on.
We're going to switch to the leaders.
Joey and I believe that was Zach pushing Joey up to the lead. 3 to go on the stage.
As the Chevys take the 1, 2, 3 at the current moment. It's followed by a Ford in 4th. And then a 3 wide back here for 5th. And yes, just 5th.
Case at all.
Nope. As you see right now, the 60 and the 91 just staying in the back.
These guys are battling for stage points. Top 10 get stage points, so they are fighting for their own thing back here, but they're definitely not catching the leaders with 2 to go in the stage.
And also a reminder, if the caution comes out within a lap and a half or 2 laps, or like basically a lap and a half around when the competition would come out, or the stage I mean, then it would be the stage right there. So drivers need to remember that too. If their current caution comes out now, there will be no battle for the front, but the 10, the 86, and the 21 got up here and are battling for 5th, 6th, and 7th just for some points. Which is smart. You never know what's going to happen in the season.
Oh, Corey!
Oh, we're going to see here. Massive one. Oh!
The 60 slides down the bank and the 86 flipping. I believe the 1 was in it as well. And they racking up big at the end of the stage here at Daytona.
And the end of the stage here, just crazy mayhem. Just we're gonna go back here a little bit and go a little bit slow.
It all started with Corey.
Which is this button 9
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go a little bit slow here in slow motion. The 86 getting inside the 21. The 1 getting flipped as the 60 comes out and hits him even harder. The 14s can't even see where he's going. The 91 just trying to stay out of it. And the very back there, 78's in it too.
So the 10's going to slide down and hit the inside wall, I believe. But wow, big one here.
And we're going to take another view of that. We're going to show you what this looks like in blimp view right now.
Just everybody piles in.
Just
60.
Mayhem.
Incredible. Hitting the outside wall there. The 86 got back, flipped over. The one not so lucky, I don't think.
The one
It's
looking
hard
like
on
he's
his
doing a
shoulder
GTA
there.
turnover, but I think he's gonna have to get towed.
That's for sure.
Yep.
86 got back going. The 60
It's a lot of
got back
mayhem
going.
here. Only for the first stage. As you can
So
see.
Jacob Hutnick, I believe, will be the stage winner here. Oh, maybe not. Might be the 03.
It's looking like the 03 is current year leader. Oh no, that's the 72.
Oh, it is, yes.
And
72.
Spartana will take the stage with Aftermaths Motorsports number 03's second place. Midpack Motorsports number 88 takes third. Your top three in the stage.
Maddox just said, go to his car for that wreck. He said he had a pretty wild view of that whole ordeal, but the 72, if he crosses the start-finish line here, will be the stage winner. The 03 in second. It's Zach Weaver. We got Jacob Hutnick in third, waiting for the relative to scroll on through here. Pit stops. And a lot of those guys got tore up in that crash. You're going to be happy to see that pit road entry creeping up here.
And we're going to go back a little bit and see if the relative shows us exactly who is your top 10. And your top 10 at the end of the stage: Joseph Davis, Zach Weaver, Jacob Hudnick, Timmy Harris Jr., Randy Culver, I don't even know, so I'm not going to try. Tony Gardner, Travis Shan, Doug Hunt, and Nathan Taylor 7 take your top 10 and take your points for the stage. Of course, this is only stage 1. One more stage to go at lap 100.
Corey and Hunter were in prime position to get some stage points there, but
Just backfired.
obviously involved in an accident.
We're gonna go
See your
focus
stage
on
winner
the
there,
leader.
Joey.
No, it looks like Mad Dog had to back up into his pit stall.
Must have overshot that big time. That's the garage stall opening there, and quite a gap between pit stalls, so.
And we're gonna go a little bit fast here during caution to get you back to some racing. And some people are using the apron. I'm pretty sure they're falling to the back. And we're double file now, so when we get on the back stretch, I'm gonna put it back on normal mode. As you see, black flags being cleared, most likely for involvements in the wreck or going down pit road the wrong way.
So 33, who was a lap down earlier after having to serve a drive-through or a stop-and-go penalty, we're not too sure on that. He had to serve one earlier in stage 1. He'll be the leader now. So a good rebound for that 33 machine. The 4 on the outside, and you got the 66, 52, 22, and 81, your first three rows. We're going to get back going here for stage number 2 at the Daytona 500.
Yep, these drivers got Daytona this week, and the next week will still be in Florida at Homestead Speedway. But here we go, back green in the Geico restart song.
33 not going, the 52 really not going there. Big checkup, car's sideways back there. Everybody seems to be okay. They're gonna get back going, but these restarts have not been very well timed by some of these guys here. Top 3 gonna check out for now. They're gonna be a line of sitting ducks though.
Yep, they got some speed, but the pack will eventually catch up. It's always about the numbers. It's what it comes down to at super speedways. How many friends, allies, or foes do you have?
Absolutely. Who will stay with you until the very end? A lot of these guys have the mentality of they'll work with you until they see that white flag, then it's all bets are off. Now these guys here got a big jump in. Any other track you want a huge jump, but Daytona, Talladega, and Atlanta, not the tracks you want to be gapping the field. They're just gonna roll up on you.
And just to give everybody who's watching the rest of the season breakdown, the first 3 races, of course, you have us at the Daytona 500 right now. Then we go to Homestead, Pocono, and Michigan. Then Dover, Watkins Glen, Bristol, Auto Club, Indianapolis Speedway, Oval, and Road America round out your 10 races in the regular season. It's getting a little crazy in the back, so we're going to go focus on the crashes. See if, oh, as soon as I do.
Oh, there goes Sim. Hard in the wall, gonna come back up on track.
Only 5 laps into this stage. We're going to find out what happened here.
Amazing timing. He gets
just a bad
push. On that right, left rear quarter panel, and you can't do that. Pow into the inside wall.
Oh,
pit road wall. Watch out on pit road.
Massive break in the back right side for that car.
Let's see if he can keep rolling here.
He's gonna have to tow, so that's gonna put him at least 1 or 2 laps down. Because the towing time at Daytona is about an average of 3 minutes, so you might not ruin your race here because it's only 55 laps in.
The good thing for him is he was right by that pit road entry, so maybe. Oh, we're gonna go spinning on the back straightaway.
I can't tell if they were spinning or trying to be funny and go down the boot. We're gonna go to the chopper cam and find out.
Oh no.
The 60 car of Aiden Wilson got loose. Let's see what happened.
There's contact there with an AI car.
We're gonna go back and find out. There's 60 car here. We'll find out what happened. Yep, just a little brush with the 45 caused him to go into the infield.
Kept it straight for the most part. I think that was just oh boy. And
he gets it back going there. A little bit of burnout.
Some frustrations there probably from, looping it under caution. Wouldn't be the first time that guy's done it. But
yeah, but it happens. First race of the season, it's gonna happen. Some stuff's gonna go down. But the 33 is still the leader here. Not 56.
That big jump worked for those guys. They stayed out of the shenanigans, although only 1 car ended up being collected in that.
And unlike the playoffs and most NASCAR leagues or in NASCAR itself, we're trying something different this season. And it'll be the first time that the playoffs won't be 1 race for the championship. You have to be the best driver in 4 races. And then the 91 gets a lap back right there. Don't know what's happening with the rest of them. I think, okay, that's another lap back for the 14, I'm going to assume. Must be 2 laps down. But the playoffs, like I said, different here. There's still 3 rounds. The only difference is the round of 12, the round of 4, and the round of the championship. Championship this year will be Martinsville Speedway, Phoenix Raceway, Atlanta Motor Speedway, and Charlotte Speedway. The 600, the final race of the season for us. So people need to be ready for that one, because it's going to make or break a championship.
Yeah, it's not just a 1 and you're done championship here. You got to be good for all those races, and definitely going to be different. We're going to definitely see some interesting in that round there, but it's a long way to go, and we're at
of
first
course
race of the season right now.
We got 9 races left in the regular season, and like my other person in the booth is saying, We are here at the first one though. You got 9 more chances to do something, but if you can stay up front, that's the best thing you can do. You just got to keep doing what you got to do.
Running up front, being consistent will be the name of the game.
Especially in the championship 4.
Wins. If you rack up a bunch of wins, then
you'll definitely be there.
Rank a double file here. Lights are off on that Ford Mustang pace car. Not the new Ford Mustang. We got that vintage one there.
Yeah,
we got the Mustang that, you know, the V6 automatics that all the high school kids would rip around in back in 2005, 2006.
No, they were still doing it when I was in high school, man. In like 2019. No, not 2020. Yeah, 2019 or 2018.
A good affordable car, secondhand car that Mustang can be. But we're not talking about, you know, we're not Auto Trader, we're not Kelly Blue Book, we're not going to be promoting secondhand cars here. We're going to be
promoting some of the best racing.
Race. And they got the new Mustangs, the Mustang Dark Horse out there, as well as the less than stellar looking Toyota Camry, may I say, with that very interesting looking front end, and of course the Chevy Camaro, which is no more in the Cup Series.
Yep, it's just the Chevy. But here we go, pace car off for
taking a hard left down
5th or 6th time.
Not 59 of 200 here. Here we go, the 21, a big jump in the middle there. He said, I'm not waiting around. I do not want to be stuck in the back with these guys.
And that 4 car is gone at the moment, but the 21 catching up very, very quick. But the whole pack is starting to catch up. Except for there is some people that are very spread out in the back. And he says, why stay behind the 4 when I can go past the 4?
As you see the 45 getting loose there off the bumper of Nathan Taylor. The 21 not able to get to the lead. And here we go, side by side again. You see Zach going 3 wide.
Oh, some bumping.
Ooh. The 66 was not having any of Nate's shenanigans, and Nate gonna jump back in line here, 3rd in line on the bottom.
Massive run by that 82.
Gonna try and pull that 88 along with him as we're on board with the leader here. The forward performance on board cam. Looking at nothing as we go back to the TV cam here. The 66 pushing him. Was a 52. And that, where'd everybody go? They're gone. There they are.
The pack is broken up. It's getting interesting up here.
Got a bunch of cars not in this main little line of leaders here.
Good.
Top 4 pulling away here. Everybody else trying to get a single file, stay with them. As my co-host has stepped away for a second.
Yeah, I had for a second, but I am back. This is some, just straight line racing here. They're going to try to conserve these cars probably to lap 100. But you never know what's going to happen. Daytona races are very, very unpredictable. As me and my co-host have both been in multiple of these events, and it's just, you never know what's going to happen in a super speedway. The best guy can dominate the whole race, wreck out last second. The best guy can get wrecked out in the first lap of the race. You never know what's going to happen. Just like Homestead this week.
Speedways are a different dance here. They're unlike any other race you'll ever watch. Formula One, Rallycross, nothing like it. Just something different about Daytona and super speedway racing. As we see the 88 pulling up to the outside to that number 21.
Like a caution just came out, so we're gonna go back and see what's going on.
It was somewhere in the back of the pack.
My bad, I was needing that. Let's see. Focus on crashes. We're gonna go back. Find out what happened. Because I don't think it's these guys. It's caution somewhere though.
These guys were just getting ready to pounce on the top 3.
Trying to find out what's happening here.
Get the 72, the 60, the 27, I believe, was back there as well.
Those
Not too sure where this
in the
caution comes
background
out.
now. That's when they slow down right there. So let's take a cycle through this field. Oh,
Here we go. Alright, so the 1 getting Zach all out of shape, and then bam, bam, bam. Zach around.
oh, that
Couple
91
close
barely
there,
got
but-
there.
Yeah, the 40 or the 14, sorry, and the 72, not so lucky.
Yeah, but all 3 of these cars have been in at least 2 wrecks now. So it's just unfortunate for these guys so far. Right now, let's see who's in the lead of this. It says Weaver is, but I can't find the leader.
We cycle back up to the field here. You see the 45, I believe, leader of this race, followed by the 66, who's not Mike Wallace, as Mike Wallace was not approved to race here today. It is Kevin Lantarelli, or Lanarelli, sorry, my bad. Still a long way to go here at Daytona. So you ride around under caution yet again here on lap 63. Hopefully these guys just settle into a rhythm here and tick off some laps, because this is a long way to go and they don't want to be tearing up their stuff already.
Yeah, this 45 has just been out here trying to show that the Fords can fight too so far, but see what goes on. There's a lot of laps left to go.
Yeah, the Ford's historically good at these super speedway races in real life in the Cup Series. But we've seen basically Chevy domination from lap 1 to 64. That 45 showing the Fords are not here to play. They want to win.
And we're gonna go soon in a little bit to catch up. And we are gonna, oh, nope. Yep, here we go. We're gonna get it back to where we're gonna be coming off of 4, about to go to the green and white. I'm just joking. We're going green here. See who can win it. Who will keep leading? Will the 45 keep the lead, or will somebody be brave and go on the outside? Or can that outside line reveal? Whoa, the 66 takes off.
We're just dogging on Mike Wallace, but that 66 car, with him not behind the wheel, seems to be up on his toes here. He'll fade a little bit. He didn't quite have the help the 45 did, but he's fighting back here on the outside. The 21 and the 22 behind him.
Here we go, just a two-way battle here. 66 has no help at the moment. It's about to be 3 wide. It is 3 wide in the back, but it's about to be 3 lanes fighting for positions. What will the 21 do? Will he go up, or will he stay in the middle?
And this is just absolutely killing the outside line every time. Just separating these guys. They gotta stay single file for a little bit. Don't go 3 wide. 2 wide's alright. 3 wide is not good.
Yeah, these unsponsored cars are leading the race right here. Got in on time.
Got the start and park heroes up here.
And then in the 3rd place, out of nowhere, just creeping up back all the way from the very back of the pack when he got in that wreck earlier. The 88's back in this.
He's got the 82 behind him as well. The 86 coming up with him. As you see again, the pack separating into 2 groups. We got the top 5. Usually the top 5 cars are able to break away, and everybody else just is kind of fighting too hard and can't get lined up.
Of course, the other thing that these drivers know too is there is a time limit in this race. It is 3 hours and 50 minutes before the time expires, or from the start of the green flag. So they know they either have to get these 200 laps in, or whoever is in the lead will win this. And it was a long first stage, a bunch of crashing, but they have seemed to calm down here. I hope I didn't do a commentator's jinx, but you know.
Yeah, the back of the pack is where the action's at. I saw there were 3 wide there when they were in our frame for a split second. And you see it back there.
We're gonna join back with them well, in a minute, but right now let's just appreciate the views. But trying to go from entry to entry. I think this would be the back of the pack. Yes, it would. Joining at a perfect time too. We're gonna keep it in TV2 the way they're racing.
18's really trying to push that 3rd line. That's killing these guys back here. They're gonna lose that 2nd pack if they don't get a single file here.
91 involved early in a wreck, just in the back of this, most likely hoping that he's not involved in another one. The 18 falls all the way back to the back of that. 3 wide, it does not work out for him.
You see they lost that 2nd pack now, so they're just gonna try and ride it out, hope for a caution. They're still double file.
Even the 60 is taken off from him by himself. 33 and the 10 are working together to try to get back to this pack. Everybody's just starting to get single file. It's starting to become Daytona, what it's known for.
You got the single file train racing here. Imitating the real life cup guys. We see 2 wide again back there, and we're going to see Jacob Hutnick try and go for the lead.
It's like a commentator's thing. As soon as we say they're going to go single file and just try to log some laps, the 88 and the 82 say no. We think we're going to go back and try to get the lead. The 86 decides to go with them and try to get 3rd.
All the 80s over here. You got the 81, the 82.
86.
86, everybody in number 80 car.
I mean, the 80s must be popular, man.
Don't think a single one is on the same team either. They're all on different teams, so.
All different
Oh, 86 up on the
manufacturers
wall.
too, right here too. So that's your Mid-Pack Motorsports, the Red Bull car, and Team B-Man. So they've decided to take control of this race. The 45 and the 52 have decided just to relax behind them.
Well, that second pack is coming now.
And we're gonna join the second back and see them right now. Their last lap was about a 45.979. Speed is at 201 in the corner.
These
Talk
guys
about
are hauling the mail.
fast.
They're here. Look at this.
And it's
They
about to
are
get
here.
interesting. Will they stay behind, or will somebody break out and try to take the high side?
They're gonna tuck in here. The privateers are really just playing it safe. Everybody else is kind of getting dicey out here, but single file. Front pack said, "Yep, we're just gonna stay nose to nose here, nose to bumper."
And we're getting there. I mean, so far this is one of the longest runs they've had.
Slowly but surely clicking off laps here at Daytona. You see Nate right tucked up on that bumper at Jake Hutnick. That could overheat the 82 there, and see he's backing off out of the corner. Jake's leaving a little bit of room on the bottom there so Nate can get some air on the front end of that Toyota Camry, but really got to be careful with that. You can push these cars, you know, pretty hot, but not for too long. You know, blow the engine on that thing. Here we go, side by side. Back of the pack. I don't think they're gonna be able to prevail though. Drop back in line here. Or will they? Here they go again, trying to get another run up on that outside line. This line might work out a bit better for them, but they gotta be careful. We've seen guys go side by side at the tail end of these groups and they just fall off. Oh, Nate!
Saved
Saved
it
it.
there. I mean, an amazing save.
A huge save. Hunter, right on that back bumper of the 82, nearly got him turned sideways. See a car coming off pit road here, that's the 18. Again down pit road under green for an unscheduled pit stop, I would assume.
Yeah, he might have stayed out last time and just didn't get enough gas. Some of these guys have just been banking on cautions the way the first stage went. And I don't blame them. The way the stages went, I mean, anything can happen here.
I see those guys at the back. They had a pretty decent run a couple laps ago on that outside line, but
There's
weren't
some
able
pits
to.
going on. There's some more
Cars on
pits
pit
going
road.
on. Is this the start of the pit cycle?
Yeah, some of these guys who stayed out on the last caution, ducking down pit road.
I wonder will it bring more people down before the end of the stage? Because they are going to need gas. So,
Those guys must have not taken fuel or.
and the second pack coming out of turn 2 as they go into turn 3 and 4 in the first pack.
That
So-
second pack will likely pick up any stragglers if this lead pack doesn't. Might help them out if they get single file. They might be able to build a run up to this pack here.
And leading the race right now, Hunter Bogdan, 86 at B-Man, Team B-Man, just showing that he's up here to fight too. Team B-Man is the most recent team to join Universal Esports NASCAR Cup Series. So he's just showing, hey, I'm here and we're here to dominate. He did it last week in the Clash. He was up front too. Involved in a few wrecks though.
To the front end of the number 86 there. I wonder if that was from contact with Nate. Into that nosing a little bit. That can't be helping him out at all.
Most definitely. The damage on the front of that car is definitely just hurting it. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts overheating soon.
See that second line trying to really mount a run here. They're just not able to do it. They're going to drop back down single file, I believe, here. Down the back straightaway.
Now we've talked about it before, that 45 and the 52. They've been up here a lot tonight. Showing that we might not have too many sponsors on our cars, but we're up here. So Doug Hunt and Travis S is just showing they're here. Oh,
here
they're
we
not.
go. Moves being made. There goes Hutnick to the outside. He's going to try and lead that run for the outside line.
There's about 21 laps to go here in the stage. These guys are going to start getting aggressive.
I think that move to the top side really killed any momentum they had. You see that second group there really fading back now. But the whole straightaway behind.
Here we go, just logging more laps. We got 20 laps to go in the stage here.
Lap 81 of 200 here at Daytona. Hutnick now leading that outside line. Will he clear Hunter? I believe he will. Will he jump to the bottom or will he keep that? Oh, here we go, 21. So you got no choice there, buddy. You're going down low. Zach and Nate up there to fend for themselves on the outside line.
It's just people are starting to want to get up front. The more points you can get in these stages, the better.
Yeah, those guys back there probably trying to save a little bit of fuel, and now they have enough save. They want to get up to the front. Stayed green for quite a while here. Will we see this stage run green till the end? We got 19 to go.
That 88 is getting dirty right now. It's just track a long
Here
race.
We go. Crash behind. I believe there's a crash behind.
We're gonna go see real quick. We're gonna go cycle through the cars and find out.
Zach.
Let's see what happened here. We're gonna go to blimp view and see what happens. Oh!
22 gets loose, put Zach right up in the wall.
Hard hit. Yeah, that's a hard hit.
Slide down to the infield.
We're gonna go back for a second here. The speed at impact was 145 miles an hour. So
a big hit for Zach. I'm not sure if that'll be a fast repair. He's gonna hit the inside wall. Barely. Slide back up on track. Now we got it locked down enough. Car doesn't look too bad. That might not be a fast repair, but you never know with these cars. Sometimes you can hit hard and be fine. Other times you can barely hit the wall and you're killed.
He's trying to get this car around. The caution's out. We're going to cycle back to the leader. And that would be 88. Where is he at? Oh, there it is.
Listen, check up there really affecting the guys at the back, as we saw. 22 got sideways, hit Zach right up into that wall. Didn't collect anybody else. It could have been worse. It could have been a bigger crash, but
it was a decent run too. They went for 20, 30 laps on that. Wasn't too bad. Some of these drivers had to be a little bit low on fuel. Of course, some pitted, so those most definitely were low on fuel.
There we see Jake getting well acquainted with the pace car yet again. Will we see him duck down pit road here? Does he have enough fuel to make it to the end here? Got 17 laps to go.
I think we should petition Mid-Pack Motorsports to build Jake a pace car looking car on his Chevy.
Yes.
He's so acquainted with it. I think that's what we do.
He loves getting all up in there and seeing how they're conducting business in there, so maybe we should hire him for the pace car driver.
And we're gonna go down with the 86. First car down pit road. Watch a pit stop real quick. Well, see how quick he gets in now. Let's see if this is a gas and go or tires, and I hear the tires and stuff, but it's like damage maybe.
Tires for the 82. I think Hunter's getting his damage fixed. No tires, so that.
Yeah, so that's a gas and go. We're gonna cycle a little bit and see what the guys behind him know. 45 comes out right behind him. The 60's gonna get a few positions on pit road. Taking the bumps at Daytona. Mid-Pack Motorsports.
Really exploring every inch of this track here today. So the 60 slide to the
is
infield
currently in 8th position. We're gonna go back. Oh, well, the positions might not be too right, unless these guys are laps down. Just gonna cycle through. Still some pit stops going on.
Tori brings her machine down to the attention of her crew. Will she get tires? Yeah, she'll get some tires here. I see Tim right ahead of her. Doesn't look like any tires for the 81 machine. Maybe just gas and go there.
Now we're gonna go back to leaders and see what's going on here. The 88's currently leader, it looks like, and that would be second place Nick Scott. Third place, can't tell actually. It looks like Jason Willard's about to get a lap back. Oh, no pit. Oh, I can't tell what he's doing. Yep, pits. Okay, so third place would be the 86. First person off pit road. And then the 60 car would be your fourth place. So that's your top four. Two Mid-Pack Motorsports cars leading and in fourth. And they're a new driver in a few weeks, which is switching over. Let's see where he's at. Well, leading the race and also in last. It happened. Pretty sure he had a throughput earlier. But we're going to focus on this exciting action. Big gap on the top side. 91 and the 72 are teammates though, so they'll be pushing the hell out of each other in a restart. 45 and the 52 seem to have been working together pretty good tonight. 33's led some laps. That 78 has been in a bunch of action, but not no leading. And I mean wrecking. I will say a bunch of good paint schemes out here now. So NOS Energy, the Universal Esports throwback of the number 8 car. The Team B man looks pretty good, and of course I like that number 60 Mid-Pack Motorsports car and 88 car. But
They
here we go.
always bring the heat here at Daytona with the paint schemes. Here we go, green flag back out. I just got back just in time from the concession stand.
It is perfect
AKA
time.
bar in my living room.
Just talking about go to the Mid-Pack Motorsports cars look and some of these other cars here tonight. It's pretty. The number 03 looks good back there too.
Yeah, very good looking race cars.
Oh,
contact.
22 has had a.
On here.
I was about to say a bunch of contact tonight with people in the 22. I don't know if he's just mad from the clash last week or what's going on with that, but 4 wide.
Oh, here we go, 4 wide. Nearly.
As the Spartana Motorsports cars fight up top.
Wow, alright. The lights are on and sparks are flying here.
And a bunch of craziness is going on here. As they're still 3 wide. The 22, and then I'm pretty sure that's a 45, said, we will not just give up at easy. That's a 52, my bad.
They're all the way up in the front of the pack. They are checking out from these guys.
And there's a lap car coming, so this is going to get real interesting as this pack's 3 wide in the middle back.
'91 leading that outside line here.
91 and 72 going to jump down to the bottom. There's a pack up front, way up front. No, those are the leaders. I forget they took off.
Yeah, they have absolutely checked out from these guys here. We're come to 11 laps to go in the stage here next time by, and I don't know if these guys keep racing like this back here. I don't know if they're going to catch them.
And then 91 gets separated from his teammates and allies over here. Chevys are no longer all together. As he tries to just get some momentum as the 4 car starts pushing him. The top line, it doesn't matter what manufacturer you are. Let's work together, that's what they're doing. You got Chevys, Fords, Toyotas, all of them just pushing. Not worrying about manufacturer alliances at the moment, just worrying about staying up front.
We had a battle for the lead going on up there. I'm not too sure who it was. I couldn't quite catch them in frame. It was the 88, 86, and the 60 top 3. We had the 21 with them. I believe it was the 88 that went right around the outside of that number 86. You see that second pack is catching now. They're getting formed up and they're going to try to run down these guys here.
There's a little bit of pushing below a yellow line in the backpack.
Everybody's getting antsy here. They know 10 laps to go on the stage. They want to be up front. They want to catch these guys, and they are catching.
These people aren't worried about friendships at the moment. They're worried about points. Like I said, there's only 10 races before the championship, and the 12 people that will be in the playoffs are decided. The regular season ends at the 10th race, and then the all-star race, of course, will be very fun. A lot of crazy action at Chicagoland Speedway, multi-groove track, and also the first race ever raced by Universal Esports in one of the NASCAR series. It was the season opener for the first ever cup race in this league, and it's going to be the all-star race this year because a lot of craziness is going to go on. Money is going to be on the line, so people are going to want to win. There will be no friendships in that race.
Absolutely, and back to the action here. A lap ago, we saw Hunter move right out of the 60s way and got the 2 mid-pack motorsports guys lined up 1-2 as they were getting loose there at the front. I'm wondering if Hunter knew that 60 wasn't going to help him get past his teammate. So I'm wondering if he's trying to back up and set these two up and try and pass them both here. Get some help from behind.
That very
Slots
well
kicked
could be
off
what
here.
he's doing. Or they might just be trying to relax to the moment and fall in line. As we go in car,
See in the mirror of that 60, the outside line is forming up again. They're trying to get formed up, but they're still quite a ways back there. I don't know if they're going to get there.
and honestly, just something I believe real life Daytona should do is the transition race. The first 100 laps or maybe 80 laps are in the daytime, and the rest of the night is in the transition and into the nighttime. I just honestly think the 500 would be good doing that.
The
But
2022 summer race at Daytona was supposed to start at sunset, and they say, they may have wrecked behind there. They saved it. Yeah, they kept it going. Yeah, the 2022 Daytona summer race was supposed to start at sunset, go into nighttime. That didn't happen as the race got rained out on Saturday. Went on into Sunday at 10 a.m. start time. Let me tell you, basking in the sun, the Florida sun, at high noon on steel bleachers, not fun. You get hot. As a Canadian, I was melting away.
I mean, I've been there once for the 400, never got to go to a 500, but it was amazing. Like races at Daytona are just something else. I've been to Darlington, I've been there, and I've been to Charlotte. And just you can't beat Daytona. You can't.
Whether it's the Rolex 24, the Daytona 500, the Pepsi 400, or even those kart races that they run around here. The prestige at Daytona is next to none. If you win here, no matter the division, it's a big win. Highlight your career for the rest of your days. And we see the Ford trying to push that 72 on the outside as they broke up the outside line. Getting single filed again.
And the thing I
It's
love
not
about
working out good for Hunter.
and the thing I'm loving about the majority of this field is, like you said, you win at Daytona, it is a very big thing. The 88 cars won at Daytona, the 60 cars won at Daytona, the 91s won at Daytona, the 72s won at Daytona. A bunch of these cars, the 81, it's just a lot of people in this field have won a race here, so it makes it interesting to see which one of these guys will be able to win their first 500.
A lot of these guys. This is a very, very veteran field here. A lot of these guys have been on the sim for many, many years. We got cars around. Joey Davis went into the inside wall, I believe. I'm not sure if that'll bring out a caution, but there he is. He's rolling.
We're gonna go back and see what happened here real quick. I don't know if the cautions came out, but one car in the wall. Looks like
And
the
Joey
4
just
is
trying to
spun.
avoid.
Trying to avoid them. He went low, got spun by the 4. Let's see what happens here.
He kept it going. I don't think we have caution.
I'm starting to think that that's just gonna be green to the end of the stage. Let's see. Let's jump up to the leaders and find out. And the tower keeps it green. So we'll find out what happens here. At least it's green for now.
2.5 laps to go at Daytona in stage number 2 for the Daytona 500. Mid-Pack Motorsports.
1-2.
Going to be uncontested here, but you got Hunter behind, and a lot could happen in 2.5 laps. But top 5 have sunk away after that whole ordeal in the middle of this pack. See Zach trying to hunt them down back there. comes one on the apron there, rolling off pit road. And Zach leading that second pack. I think he is the most qualified out of anybody to lead this field here. Believe he is the.
I believe
most
he's one of
driver
500,
here.
but I don't know. I can't. Don't quote me on that.
I was looking before the race. I believe he's been on the sim since 2016.
It's been about, yeah, it's been a long time.
Many years. He is very, very experienced, not only in the next gens. He was here when the Gen 6 was
Gen 6, Gen 5. I believe he was also here for ARCA when it was Cup. Like that car, the Gen 4s. I don't know that. I know he was here for Gen 5 and 6.
Hunter tried to get around the two mid-pack motorsports guys, but they're coming to the end of the stage here. They're running 1-2. I don't think they're going to be passed here. The 45.
Thing is, though, will the teammates just stay in line and take the points, or will one of them try to break off?
Here we go, stage checkered.
And only one person breaks off.
88 wins it, 62nd. 45, 78, 86, your top 5. We'll have to wait a second to see that top 10. Impact Motorsports, 1-2 in stage 2 at Daytona. A pretty clean stage compared to the first one. See all the cars rolling around the track back there.
Yeah, Mid-Pack Motorsports, like I said, takes 1-2 in stage 2. First team to do so far in this league. Also, this is also the first season with stages. Of course, it's our first season on iRACING. Difference between most series, most tracks will only have one stage. Now, the bigger courses like this, 500 miles, you will have at least 2. The 600 will be the only one to have 3. So the final race of the season, even though the points, matter the most there, you got 3 stages and then you got to win. So most points will be awarded in that race. 600 is going to be the biggest race of the season for some of these guys to make the playoffs. Also, for these guys that aren't the best on road courses, they're going to have to do good on Road America and Watkins Glen just to qualify to get into the top 12. Because it's not when you're in, it's the top 12 when you're in.
That's why being consistent is so important. So if you have one of those off days at a track you're not good at, you can rebound or back onto those other good results. We're going to see some pit stops here. $88.60, going to lead them down the pit road here.
And so far, we've been live for 2 hours here at Daytona. You saw qualifying and you saw warm-ups. But now we're here for the big event here in the last 100 laps. No more stages. The last race end will be the race winner. So, who has it in them to win the Daytona 500? Especially with 107 laps left to go. Because in real life, not everybody makes it. Same happens here. Not everybody will make the finish. Or maybe they will. You never know. But these fast repairs, the guys who still have them, they're in the best luck right now. As Zach Weaver seems to come off in 6th. We're going to go jump to the 91. Seems like he just went a gas and go. Or just had a better jump off pit road. But here we go. And of course, right now in second, we're going to be joining when the camera decides to switch. Here we go. Saying second place is the 88. No, saying the 88 is now fifth. I was reading the wrong scoreboard. You need to stay on the one on top of the screen. And a bunch of craziness going on here as these cars are going 2-3 wide to lead each other past. I wonder if they'll be able to get back in position in time to go green this lap. Bunch of these paint schemes look beautiful under the beautiful lights at Daytona. The NOS Energy paint scheme, the 88, the 03, the 81, 91. Bunch of good paint schemes out here. The 86.
Yeah, those reds and oranges really pop under these Daytona lights.
The idea to have it, yeah, the idea to have a transition race at Daytona, most perfect idea came up with. And of course, the 400 will be the opposite this year. It'll be in the daytime, but that is because we're gonna be at Talladega. We're not gonna be at Daytona for the next super speedway.
Talladega doesn't have any lights, unfortunately. Even though they're sponsored by 1,000 Bulbs, and they have a movie called Talladega Nights. Pace car rolls off here, green flag. Gonna come out here to start stage 3 in Daytona.
We're gonna see who's desperate and who's just trying to relax. Because we have 95 laps to go. Or 96, I mean.
Here. You see the 60 and the 86 lined up on the top side, help from the 91 and the 10.
The 88 on the bottom side, trying to give a push to the 45 and the 78, 28 helping them. The 03 jumps on that top line to get behind the 10. Like we said earlier though, he's got the most experience at this track. So if I'm anybody else, I'd want to be in the line with him. Because that's how you're going to get up front.
So Mid-Pack Motorsports picking up right where they left off here. At the end of stage 2, starting stage 3 from the lead. Riding on board here. I believe this is the 7th place runner. As we're back to the TV camera, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, well, it was the 88, the 5th place runner.
Top 4 kind of pulling away here. Everybody else trying to get single file. They want to ride it out here.
And for everyone,
looks like he's still trying to fall back or try and make that outside line work.
For everyone in this race that got in a wreck earlier, everybody seems to just want to relax now. Maybe no fast repair lefts, or just a few.
Yeah, you definitely want to save those fast repairs. You know it'll get crazy towards the end, so these guys are just trying to ride it out. Hunter backing up a little bit here, maybe trying to form a run to get around that 60, but
Ooh, and the 4 car and the 03 get loose in the back of the pack.
that could have
Nice
been
save.
bad there.
And
See, oh,
Oh!
there we go. Trouble at the front, the 60.
the 60, the
Around, the 91 is
86.
in it.
And
Hard, the 81
we're in the
pile of
88's first person view of this. Not too bad of
And
a hit. The
Jake
80.
found one he couldn't miss.
We're gonna go
Good
back
piles
and
there.
join on the 60 here and just watch it from his point of view. Seems
Turn 1 here.
just a
Top
bad
side,
push.
Yeah, my Alexa thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not, but big hit.
And multiple cars in this crash. Only a few laps into the final part of the race. You still have 90 some laps to go. And we're gonna go from the blimp view and watch just one more time. Just mayhem from the top.
See, the 60 just goes up, the 86 follows, and that just gets him around. And 60 might have been okay, but here comes Tim.
The 81 tries to get through it all. It's understandable. That is one way to get through this. And I mean, I've done it before. I've seen people do it before. It's a hit and miss. You can get through it all going that fast, or you can get in a very big wreck.
Yeah, and for Tim there, he was involved in the wreck and didn't quite work out for him. As we see everybody.
Yeah, everybody just forms the parking lot on the back stretch.
Traffic jam on the interstate as Tim tries to limp his car back around here. 4 wide. I mean, not the 4 wide we want to see. I'd love to see it under green, but as you see, cars checking up everywhere here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a parking lot for a second there. And we're going to try to get back on the leader. If we can find who is the leader. And that would be Aiden? There's no way. Maybe. You are first still.
Yeah, it stopped on pit, backing it up now, but
Let's see what's going on here. Where's the pace car? Yeah, it was the
Blake
pace car.
had to stop for the pace car there, and I'm just trying to let him catch up. Brett Bodine was trying to wheel that thing back up to the front of these guys here, but everybody's going to come down pit road here now. Almost everybody was involved in that wreck, I think.
And I mean everyone. I mean, out of 20 cars, at least 12 or more were involved in that wreck.
That's the biggest wreck we've seen so far, unfortunately.
As we're gonna jump on the pace car for a second and see who's gonna inherit the lead. Will it be the 78, or will he be a lap down? Let's see. Nope. Harley takes the lead. The number 78, Doug Hunt, in the number 45, second. Travis Shand in fourth. 33 is Tony Gardner in seventh. That's what it's saying from this, but you know, follow the top, and you can see he's directly who. Get a Red Bull co-commentator. You know, isn't your car sponsored by Red Bull?
I think I'd rather drink actual gasoline than drink Red Bull.
Get your Celsius then.
I would, I'm out. You know, that's unfortunate, but no.
Oh.
They're so good as whoa.
I didn't realize.
I slipped a little too far ahead here.
Yeah.
That should be good.
We're gonna go back TV mix. There's only 80 9 to 90 laps left to go.
Bodine pulls the pace car down.
There are a
and
lot
with
of
that
people on the
green
inside. Whoa, that back's getting jumbled. We're gonna go focus on the crashes right now because the back of the pack seem to just be going crazy back there.
his leader side by side here. I mean, great side by side racing for the lead is great any other place, but here, no. See, the pack is going to catch him now.
The question is, yep, they do it. They make it 3 wide.
Three
The 33 goes around the top side to take the lead of this race. And he does that. He goes straight down in front of the pack and just continues the lead. A Chevy back out front again. And I'm gonna run to the concession stand to get me a water. I will be right back.
Our cameraman takes a quick break here, and hopefully we don't have any action. I don't have any control of that here, but we see the leaders checking out here. Top 5 pulling away. Good shot here. Back in, when I was a young guy. Oh, Nate, hold on to that thing back there. He's gonna save it. We stay green. Well, that camera that was on the ground there, we would call that the digger cam, and there was a little gopher and or gopher, I don't know. He was something. He'd pop up and stick his head out. It was called the digger cam, and Miss Digger to bring him back. As we run single file here, top 7.
Alright, I'm back.
We missed nothing really. We just saw Nate get sideways and keep it on the racetrack. And top 7 are starting to check out here.
And a massive checkout by him too. I mean, it's not just 1 or 2 cars. It's probably 4 or 5 to more car lengths behind to the next car length. Actually, have to see it a little bit more. It might be more. Yeah, I think a little 2-car pack caught into the back of them, and they have. Now that whole pack's fully together, and they have just gapped the second part of the pack. 7 cars versus 13, and right now the 7 are winning.
These guys just trying to ride it out now. They had that big wreck not long ago, and they don't want to have that happen again. These guys probably just going to stay calm here and
just try to survive would be the thing to
Hopefully.
do, but you never know. So far in this Daytona 500, it's just, we've seen it, the desperation of trying to get to the front. People have just been aggressive, just like the Clash. It's the first race of the season, first points paying race. You also want to be able to say you won the inaugural Daytona 500 for the league too, so everybody's trying to be able to say that, but who can do it?
I was going to say the front might be the safest place here, but we saw that big crash was caused by the front two getting together, maybe a lack of communication there or something, and stacked them all up. There's no safe spot around here. Whether you're in the front, whether you're in the back, the safest spot is probably the garage area, but nobody wants to be back there.
Yep, the garage area is just going to be where you relax and just wait for the end of the race. I mean,
and I see a lap car coming up in the distance there.
It's going to get interesting as we were on board with one of the top 3 cars. Who is that?
They're going to catch him here.
And that's the 91, very damaged. Gonna stay on the bottom, make the lap cars
there
go.
we go. Crashing again.
And they're crashing, trying to pass the lap car on the high side. We're gonna go
And-
back a little bit.
Yeah, that was another big crash there. Involved the 60 and the 72. I think a bit of check up there, and let's take a look. Oh, big checkup.
Check up when the car is just no communication for some of these guys on the top line. Just ultimately just destroys the 60 and the 72.
The 60 didn't look too tore up, but he's riding that wall. Something must be broken pretty bad there.
As we're gonna jump back up front to the second place car. That 33's back up front again. We're not just saying again just to say it. He has led a lot of laps here. This is how damaged the 91 is.
I believe that 33 car is a couple laps down. He was ahead of the 91. So the 88 slow. Here comes the 60.
And one
So
other
he's
thing
like,
too, these damaged cars going down pit road while it's closed, that is not a black flag here. Unlike regular NASCAR, if the pit road is closed, you're damaged, you are welcome to come down depending on how damaged the car is. Black flag's cleared, you fall to the tail end of the line. And we're gonna assume and go a little bit quicker. Try to get to the next restart here. Or just at least back to pit stops.
Here we go. Cars down pit road.
We're gonna go blimp view for a second just to see this. Multiple cars are gonna be pitting here.
Oh! Crash on pit road. The 60.
We're gonna get back
I don't know
here.
who that was. Car stopped.
The four just stops, trying to get into his pit stall. 6 car was not expecting that check up by the 4, but it happens on pit road. This is NASCAR. It's gonna happen. Always reminded me of that one meme. There's cows outside. It's a cow farm. You're gonna see cows.
There's gonna be cows outside. I love that. Good name. I think the 60 might be back.
We're gonna go back to the leaders. And 33 is still leading this race. Only got about 81 laps to go here. We're gonna go a little bit quicker to get back to where we're double file. Nick Scott just shown back up in third again. He's been the quiet sleeper this whole race. His first race here and just showing off. Not a rookie to iRACING, but a rookie in the league. But the only true rookie in here in this whole sporting thing is Maddox Clayton, Mid-Pack Motorsports' newest driver, in a few weeks at least when it's finalized. As we're going to go back to TV mixed, go on the most exciting, and get ready for this restart in a second. But some of these cars just dirty. Started this race 100 laps to go clean. Just wait till it's over. Looks like we're doing the Rolex 24 hours, not the Daytona 500. As bad as much dirt and stuff's on the cars.
Yeah, these guys. One of these guys been to the grass once or twice, so it's all building up there.
That bottom line, just a bunch of cars stuck on the bottom. Has to be wave rounds. wave rounds automatically fall to the end of the line, of course. Also, if you had a damaged car and had to go in, you fall to the end of the line, of course, too. I don't even see the 60 car.
60 car gone to the garage. He's done for the day. We're back green here. As Jake Hutnick trying to track down that 66 who got a really good jump there.
And we're seeing it over here. The 33 is just getting left dry. Somebody is coming out of pits, so. Oh, this is going to get interesting.
Merging right up onto the... Oh, here we go.
And they save it.
Nate again sideways with a massive save.
Just the talent from these guys. He's gonna jump right back in front of the 91 who lets him in. Just a massive save by that 82 car. That's something you have to have skill to do, especially in these cars.
So 45 jumped right back down pit road. Maybe some sort of penalty there for him. Not too sure, but here we go.
Penalty, tire down, we don't know here right now. But this car is in the very, very back. I'm pretty sure that's the 82 and the 91 in the very back of the pack. Or not the pack, but the field.
And look at this for the first time today. Maddox Clayton up at the front of the field. He hasn't been up in the top 5 or really even the top 10 all day, and now he's up there running P2.
But in third right now, of course, you got a guy who's very good at this track. He's trying to get back up. We were on board with him just now on the high side. So you can see if with a 33 car, the 78 car will be able to push him to the lead. And it looks like it. Whoa, some blinking going on. It's not what you want to see when you're fighting battle. That top pack is gone. If I was at 21, I'd get up behind the Ford, just try to get as much draft as I can, because that 03 is keeping the top line on the high side. I mean, the best way to get single file is to do exactly what he's doing there. It's a veteran move by some of the guys helping him do it.
They're running that Dale Junior line. You see the Cup Series utilize that line a lot. Running right up on the wall. $18 does not want to go up there though. He's riding that bottom line. He's got Jake Hutnick, future teammate, right behind him. And update, the 60 and the 81 behind the wall. They're done for the day.
Yeah, multiple cars out of this race here. Just not enough repair left. Some of these guys have been in a lot of the wrecks, and it's not really half their fault. It's Daytona, and people can mess up, stuff happens, and it's really hard to avoid these things.
Luck of the draw.
To win a 500, you especially have to have luck. Luck, skill, and just pray to God at the end of the race you're up front.
$33 jumps down in front of 18. Oh, sideways.
And that was 33 is just going crazy now. As the 03 does the same thing, except for he just doesn't no touching any car. He jumps to the bottom line.
3 wide for second.
The 86 says I'm not good with going in the back. The high line has decided to leave the 2 middle cars out to dry. Oh, back to 2 wide. back in the car, the leader, the 03. Oh no, the 86 takes the lead, going in a lap 128 now. We're on the start of lap 128 here. 86 is taking the lead, and looks like the 10 car is going to go take it from him.
Zach up top. Gonna try and push on 86. Jake in the wall. Sparks flying. 03 in the wall. Everybody's hitting that wall on the top side. Corey to the lead. Now she doesn't quite have it. Caution is out. It looked like there might have been a car in the near the bus stop.
We're gonna go back and find out. Let's see. Space cars, so it's not these guys.
Not too sure.
Oh, here we go. Yep, there we go. We're just talking about the rookie right here. Only on iRacing for 3 or 4 months now. We'll see what happens. Oh,
66.
The 66. Right down on him. 66 just makes a move that was honestly shouldn't have made with over 70 something laps to go in this race. Just thought they were clear, I guess. I don't know about that.
Wild stuff here at Daytona.
Yep, wild stuff as we go back to the leaders. We're gonna keep zooming forward till we get to the pit stops again, because we don't want to make you have to watch 5 minutes of pace laps every time there's a caution. We're gonna go back to TV mix here. Bunch of cars getting friendly with Brent Brodon today. My bad. We're going to the most of sliding here. But as you see, the 86 and the 10s move work. They got him out to first and second. And the timing board does say that the car Adrian is in 20th. That is the only wrong part of the timing board at the moment. The 20th position car at the moment is, I believe, Aiden Wilson. 19th is Timmy Harris Jr., I believe. But we're about to see. Yep. 19th and 20th, Timmy Harris Jr. and Aiden Wilson, both out of this race. Right now, multiple cars a few laps down. Jason Willard, Travis is a few laps down. They'll be hoping to get some laps back in these late rounds. We're gonna zoom up a little bit more. Yeah, I feel that. I had to get me a new water bottle. I kept having to clear my throat. We're gonna go back to the back stretch.
What they don't tell you about commentating is it really dries out
your throat. And we have been doing this currently for 2 hours, 31 minutes, and it gets a little bit, gotta keep drinking a lot of water.
I'm on the contrary, I'm drinking vodka iced teas, so the water, it'll suffice. if you're not on the alcohol bandwagon.
Yep. And on commentary, since we are not racing, so go to have a little fun and maybe get a drink or two.
Or, you know,
Of course, if you are of age, we're not telling anybody else to do it.
Yes, don't drink and drive, drink responsibly, and
Do it on iRacing.
yeah,
Just not in
drink and
official
drive
lobbies.
fun. Yes, just go into a test session, get absolutely
Just have fun.
annihilated.
And we're going back
Yes.
grain here. That is the 10 car out front. It's a very good jump. I think that's the 10 car. Yep, 10 car. So Corey is leading this race right now. She's been up front a few times. Been battling up on the top line a lot tonight. It's just the first time we've really seen her in the bottom line.
She's been throwing some really adventurous blocks, and a lot of them, I think almost all of them have worked in her favor. But, well, they
continue
keep
to work
working
in her favor. As they're
Four
four
wide
wide
now.
almost in the very back. Somebody
One
goes
car
into the
going
pits.
off. I believe that was the 66 of, couldn't tell you who. Mike Wallace, maybe? I don't know.
As the score is getting updated still right now. Looks like only the top 15 are still up there. The problem with the number 72, he's in pits.
Whoa, they're getting a little crazy here. The 33 blocked the 03. So Zach is getting quite a bumper full from that 33 machine. You see Nate tucking.
That 33 has been
and
very, very aggressive tonight.
he doesn't want to ride around. He wants to win this race here. You see a heck of a run from that 33 machine. Gonna get up to P4 here. Battle it out with Hunter. Might get around him here. He's got the 45 in tow. That's just killing these guys here, and they're gonna let those front 3 or 4, top 3 pull away. They gotta get it figured out here. You see them got about a 10 car length gap and gaining, pulling away from those guys. Another car down pit road. There's a constant battle here in the second pack. Is 18 looked like he may have got up in that wall or very close to it. Zach is pushing that 52 a little too hard. They're going to get sideways there. 3 wide. Oh, here we go.
We've seen it a lot tonight. This 3 wide has been able to work, and it hasn't been able to work. So it's a very big risk that some drivers are willing to take in this series, and sometimes it pays off, and sometimes you wreck half the field.
So they're getting single file now. Poor Maddox is being left out to dry by everybody on the front side. He goes up, does his bit to help, and then everybody leaves him because he falls back again in the tail end of this field.
And did you see it though? Like I said earlier tonight, Nick Scott up here fighting in the second pack, trying to catch the lead. First race here, him, Nathan Taylor, and Zach Weaver are currently 3 of the fastest cars. Of course, it's Toyota in between them, but they're working together to try to get right back up to the front. The 10 car has currently been leading for the last 5 or 6 laps, maybe if not more.
She's burning a lot more fuel than the rest of these guys behind her.
Oh, here we go.
Here goes Zach. They're coming up on a lap car though. What will that affect everybody here?
You got one of the fastest cars up here on the top line with very good pushers. You got Red Bull Racing in the second slot, but lap car coming up.
Joey's gonna keep it on the top side, out of everybody's way.
He just brings it out of the garage, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to go back in.
And Joey looks like he's 5 laps down up on that scoreboard there. They're getting all dicey there. Hunter. Near catastrophe there for that.
Yeah, these cars are getting too wide, going battling hard, and it's not even for the first position. Now, I was about to say maybe single file, but Zach Weaver says, hell no, let's keep it on the high side. And the 82 and the 21 agree 100% with him. Even the lap car, the 72, looks like he's going to jump to the high side and help out. 10 car still out front. Whenever we hit the line, we'll be on the beginning of lap 40. Right now, we're on the end of lap 39. Long race here.
Closing up on 60 laps to go here. So that's another whole stage and a bit that these guys gotta try and make it to. Their stages were were 50, 100, and the stage will go the rest of the way until lap 200.
Yep. The end of this race decides the winner of the Daytona 500. So these guys who won the stages, that's 10 points to them. But the most points tonight goes to the winner of this, which gets 40 points for the win.
Here they go, coming up on a lap car. We've seen some issues with the lap cars before.
Yep, earlier when they tried to pass the lap car, the 91, multiple cars in the back got sideways when they check up and wrecked. So
everybody looks to get through okay.
The fact that they were able to get through the pack and able to be fine that time was just, they learned from the mistake in the first time. And this has been a decently long run here. We've been running for about 15 or more laps. Multiple cars just content with staying in position, some cars not. 10's getting pushed by the 4 still. That pack was out front by at least 5 seconds at one point. The 03, the 82, the 21, and the 86 have decided to just do the same thing that the pack, the 10 car did earlier. Just fly out front.
See Corey jump up to the top side there. It's probably her best bet to keep with these guys up ahead of her.
Especially now that it's getting 3 wide in the back. If she can catch the draft, she'll be fine. But these guys in the back are just not doing it. But you see 2 mid-pack cars at the very back of the pack. Well, at least the one that's moving the mid-pack in the very back of the pack with the mid-pack car. One of the mid-pack motorsports cars are out of the race though. Yeah, and single file is finally coming in, but how long will it last the way they've been racing?
It doesn't usually last too long. There they go.
Oh, nope.
Nope, they're going to put back in line. What to say. And here they go. 4 is going to go with Corey.
The chain reaction here. The 10 car goes low. 10 4 decides to go, but it's about to be 3 wide.
Puff of smoke. Somebody got in the wall. 3 wide behind. And Joey's there. Remember, he's a couple laps down. So he's not battling for position. There was a lap car a little ways in the distance. Will they go high? Will they go low? There are 2 of them.
And the thing about this stage too is it's not like the first 2 stages. They had 50 laps there. You only had to pit once. If it stays green here, you have to pit multiple times. So what do? Do you take tires first off, gas and go? Or do you just take everything and try to hope for the best? Or do you just stay out and hope for a caution?
The tires aren't a huge deal here at a track like this, Daytona. If this was 2008 Daytona, you'd want to be taking tires eventually, but tires here are not a huge deal.
There's
See, Corey, she's getting left hung out
the
on the
45
bottom
and the 52 back together again. Been together all night, nose to tail. 10 car
working
out
well
leading that
together.
pack. The 91 a lap down, just in the very, very back.
Yeah, tore up race car. He's limping it around here with under 60 laps to go.
And honestly, a lot of these cars are tore up so far. There's been some big crashes. I mean, we had some people flip. And one of the cars that flips are back in the race. I know it's only because of fast repair, but still, that is just... And he's over here trying to get a position now.
And that number 1 car, you remember he had to tow. He was upside down on his driver's side window. Couldn't get back flipped over like a turtle on his shell there. He's up here fighting as well. The 86 was upside down at one point in the same wreck, I believe, and he's up there running in P4. As Corey's having a rough time trying to get back up to the top side. Can't quite get an opening to get her car there. Here comes the 72 down to the bottom. Remember, he's 5 laps down here. Just trying to maybe get one of those laps back. Nate's going to go to the bottom.
And right now, the cars that seem to be out of the race are the 14, the 21, the 60, and I don't know what number. Oh yeah, it's the only ones out of the race. My bad. The other guys just doesn't count. 21st first session didn't even start.
21. The 81 is out of the race. The 21 is still out there. He's actually up in the lead now. So you see this pack here getting jumbled back. They were all grouped up together with the leaders, and now they're falling back because the leader's still strung out first through third, and Nate's going to get that second pack. Maybe back up to them, but they can get single file.
And just to point out, too, we got 2 Chevy teams that have been doing this tonight. We had Midpacks Motorsports at point 1-2. Now we have Aftermath cars and an Aftermath Glide car 1 and 2. So
these Chevys just seem to be working better together than the Toyotas and the Fords are, which is why they're being up in the front for so long. They definitely are working better together, maybe communicating better, stronger alliance, and there's more of them than there are Fords and Toyotas, so makes it a bit easier for them as well.
yeah, some of these Toyotas though have just been fast tonight. The Fords have been fast too, but it's just maybe one of them or 2 of them have led the race. Multiple Chevys have taken the lead of this race. Multiple Toyotas have taken the lead of this race. And we're only 149 laps into this thing.
Still a long way to go. So they're going to catch, I believe that's number 78. Going to go another lap down.
And we've been running around 20 laps. This is maybe 20-25 laps on this run right now. What are we doing? I think we were started at like 15 or 16 in this last run.
Definitely the longest run of the day so far, which is not good for Maddox and Jake, who have lost touch with the pack.
They are nowhere to be seen from the front of the pack. So you never know. It could be a good thing, but it could not be a good thing.
They'll stay out of the wrecks. They're in a safe spot. Corey down below the yellow line. She's gonna come back
just
up.
Because of how slow that car was and the wreck hazard, that would technically not be a penalty. But
I take evasive action there. Gotta be careful though.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. The penalties are more of a blatant pass on the front stretch in the tri-oval or a blatant pass on the back stretch on the tri-oval. If their car is drastically slowing down or something, there's nothing a driver could really do.
Now Corey's really trying to rally on the outside, but I think she's got to just tuck in line here and just help these guys. Oh, Nate's a little loose there on the tri-oval. See, they're really fading.
That number 10 top split back marker's car is just trying to do what they can for their team and be up there and fight for them. They're currently a one-car team, and you know, more people are joining. There could be more people in different teams, so next few races it could get interesting. There could be more teams in here.
And we are under 50 laps to go this time by. We're going to come and hit 49 laps to go. Laps are just ticking by now. Nate's going to get shuffled up to the top side. Joey's going to pass him.
And lap traffic's coming up, I believe. Or actually, no, the leaders are way, way up here. So we're going to go see what the leaders are doing. Just way ahead. The last lap with the 46. And the last lap by the second pack was the 46.7 too. So both packs flying, having speed. It's just how many people are in the second pack are trying to go too wide and slowing them down. So this 3-car pack is currently gone.
Nate's still leading this pack here. Joey's not quite being able to close up on him. Nate would like, but still trying his best. As Corey way up to the top side. 3 wide briefly. They're going to go back down to 2. They're going to get separated from the guys ahead of them.
We're about to have 3 packs here.
So Corey might be writing her own story here, and not a good one, as her pack is starting to fade a little bit here.
Just not a good way to be in the last 50 laps of the 500. You don't want to be falling back that far. You want to be up towards the front in this situation. The advantage currently goes to Nick Scott, Zach Weaver, and Hunter Bogdan just being so far out front, but if that second pack led by Nathan Taylor can get the momentum, then anything can happen here. And if they stay green, pit stops will have to happen.
Yeah, Nate and Nick are really burning up their gas here, and Corey as well. She's been up on the top side. Hasn't really been in the draft. The 33 has caught these guys again. He's going to go to the top.
33 all night tonight. It's just been a little aggressive, but he's been up front. He's been fighting for it.
It's worked out really good for him. Others, not so much. Yeah, you cannot see the 88 or the 18 at all.
I think this is the first time tonight that I've only seen the 45 and the 52 separated. They've been nose to tail all tonight, but they're not nose to tail now. As that 45 is up in the faster part of this pack. But can they do it? Can they catch the leaders? Or is this 22 and the 4 trying to go on the outside, going to slow them down? More cars going up.
2 lines there. It's a really interesting move when you're in the second pack, but doing what he has to do to try and get these guys back up to the leaders.
And sometimes as a veteran oval racer, you got to tell these guys just get out of these 2 packs, just get a single file and just catch them. And the best way to do it sometimes is just block, but you never know what can happen when you're doing that. Some of these guys might not live.
I've raced with Nate and Tim longer than anybody else in this entire group, going back to May of 2020, and Nate definitely one of those guys that you lean on in a situation like this to try and steer you in the right direction and get you back up to the front. But at this point, everybody behind him really just creating the downfall. Oh, there we go.
Oh, they save it.
78 got a bump from Corey, shot him up the racetrack. Corey was able to save it as well. She holds on. And the 4 was the other one that got banged around in that one. Coming up on 40 laps to go. Laps winding down here.
These drivers are probably very, very happy that it's just getting to the 40 lap point. But when a pit stop's going to start, because it's been a very long time, it feels like, since we pitted. I wonder if it'll be in the next 10 maybe laps. 10 laps or so.
You got about 40 laps on fuel, so that pit window is going to start opening here in the next few laps, if it hasn't already. I'd say the next 5-10 laps, you'll probably see all these guys down the road.
Last pit lap was 131. We are on 159, going on 160 next time by. So, and I'm going to double check that one more time. Yes, the 131 was the last pit. So, we're coming up on 30 laps on gas.
This is when we need a Larry McReynolds in here to break down fuel strategy for us, but
yeah, right.
What to do here? We don't have a Toyota Cutaway car. We don't have the budget for that, so
yeah, right. The only thing we have is what we're doing now. If we did have the budget for that, it would be nice. And the fuel cell produces. I'm joking. I wish I could. I don't know all the, like that dude does. So, and there's 2 wide back there by themselves. That's interesting.
Good. You know, you love to see that at Daytona.
Just makes me feel like they're at a mile and a half when you're 2 wide battling by yourself. But then you remember all the guys in this choo-choo train up here coming up on another lap car.
'91, gonna go another lap down here. Corey ducking down pit road, and nobody's going with her. That is
interesting. It's just
bad.
I guess no one else needed to pit it. I wonder. So it just, I mean, everybody's in the fuel window now. If you were to pit, you could make it to the end. So maybe that's the strategy there. Or maybe she's almost out of gas.
You always want to have a friend when you're pitting, and she was burning a lot of gas up there running by herself.
Yeah, most of these other cars, they're up front in these pack. So right now though, it's been a Toyota getting pushed by a Chevy for the last 20 laps.
He got a bit of a big shot out there.
Oh,
Oh no, hold on to that thing. Again, getting sideways as we see a car go down pit road. That might have been the 03. And it was. And here's Corey. She's going to get picked up by this pack here, I believe. And Hunter running all by himself.
yeah, multiple cars that just had an unfortunate. Oh, that was saved. Multiple cars that had just had an unfortunate pit cycle here. I guess some of them just did not pit. So it has been a minute here. Like I said, the last pit cycle for some of these cars was 131.
This might be the best case scenario for Corey. Now she's in a pack, she'll be able to save fuel. She's not by herself. We see cars ducking down pit road right now. If we run around here and she can pick up that one car, she might be alright here.
Oh, the first pack is pitted, so that means only Nick Scott's left out there to dry. So,
And we're right around him.
35 laps to go at the line. It's getting down to the bulling point. Who's gonna work with who and who's gonna leave out somebody to dry? As the 86 gets in front of the 45.
Getting down to the nitty gritty here is Joey's gonna fade a little. Corey goes down pit road. Now Corey pushes the 82.
Now it's Toyota.
Looked like smoke on the front straightaway there. Nothing of interest. Only stay green.
The caution light has not came out, so it must have just been a little checkup or something. But leading a decent amount of laps here. The 82 has been up for a while, so is the 21. And they're back in the mix. I just don't know if the 21's pitted.
I think he has. No, he's not pitted yet. So everybody in this group besides the 10 has to pit.
Which makes it very, very interesting.
Coming in on 3 to go. These guys surely will have to pit in the next couple laps. Especially Nate. He's been out front of this pack for such a long time. He's burned a lot of fuel. On board the Oracle Red Bull number 82. He's going to stay out again. Almost contact there. Nick almost came across the nose of the 45. He's going to think better of it, and he's going to tuck in behind Joey here, I believe. Yes, he will. Oh, Hunter getting bumped there from the 66. I think the 66 might be the other one in this pack who pitted early. As we're coming up on a bunch of lap cars up there. Now this is the main pack now. They absorbed the top 3 after they pitted. So if I were to guess, that might be the 88, the 18, and the 03 up ahead of us. That's the number 1 ahead. He pitted. Oh, he's going really slow here. Around the outside. Will everybody get around him? Will there be a checkup? Everybody gets around scot-free so far. There's the 03. There's the 4. The next victim's to go a lap down. Stay out again. Nate continues to lead the race now. I was going to say the pack, but he's up front of the race. So they're going to pick up the 4 in the 03. And when the leaders pit, they'll cycle back up to the lead lap. I think Nate has my favorite paint scheme of the entire field here. And they come down pit road. Right as I say that, they're going to come down and pit. And I believe the majority of these guys, if not all of them, have come down pit road. And the front 3 in this pack have for sure, as well as the 1 and the 10. And the 03, I believe, is clinging on to the back of this pack. Single file all the way through here. These guys all back on the lead lap now, I believe. We're gonna wait a minute, another lap here until they cycle back around. There's Hunter. Will he be able to hang on to this pack? .66 down pit road. I don't know if my co-host has muted himself and doesn't realize it, but...
Oh!
Oh no! The 10, the 22.
We got to
The
go back
22
here.
flipped wildly here, holy. What happened there?
I'm glad I changed it to this view at the perfect time, but here we go. We're going to go back for a second, and we're going to watch this right here. First wreck since lap 120 something. Longest run of the night so far.
Oh, man.
And that 22 is on its hood.
The 1 and the 10 ended up inside of each other. The 10 with damage.
We're going to move and try to get to the 22 here. Let's see how it looked from the cockpit scene.
Bump gone bad, overcorrected, upside down. All you see is
And we're gonna go back a little bit so we could see this from the blimp view. One more time.
That'll help. That'll help the 88 and the 18 big time here. As well as Joey, he'll be able to get a lap or 2 back here. Bump sideways, turned.
The 10 and the 1 save each other, but the 22 goes a football field down, upside down.
Back over here. No, he comes to rest on his roof. Didn't barrel roll, so he just kind of slid there for the entirety of turn 4.
All the way from, let's see,
middle of turn 4 to the 1 caution light. Yeah, he slides. That is a long way to slide.
2 caution lights. Let's see if he hits 3 caution lights. He doesn't hit 3 caution lights, but that's at least a football field, or at least almost one.
That would be more, I think. I would imagine. That was
And the
a
45
wild
just loves it. He's up front loving this right now.
Well, so now this changes everything. We're gonna restart with under 25 laps to go.
And we're gonna zoom on do pit stops. And I think, yep, some of these cars are getting waved around. So this is when it gets to the most desperate situations in the last 25 laps, is you want to be up front. In my experience though, you don't want to be the leader depending on the situation, but if you got a good teammate behind you, I'd love to be the leader. But you also burn a bunch of fuel and you have the risk of getting just bumped out of the way or left high and dry. You got multiple people watching on YouTube and Twitch. Again, everyone that's watching, thank you for watching, and everyone that will watch, again, thank you for watching and supporting our channel. And of course, supporting all these amazing racers out here. You want to go follow some of them and their racing channels, they are in the description of suggested channels under Universal Esports League.
Yeah, a lot of talented race car drivers here, and excuse me, good to see them all competing at the same level here as we see Maddox flying around the outside.
And that's going to be the 03, I think, to flying. No, he's going to stop. So the 18 gets another lap back. The 03, I believe, is back on the lead lap at the end of the pack.
Oh, 72.
72 is getting a lap back, I think.
Lights are back on the pace car. We're going to go around again.
The 66 goes by. You got multiple cars getting waved around, so these guys are all lappers getting waved to the end of the field. Of course, because they stayed out. 45 has still been the lead. Oh, gotta see this real quick. Getting his lap back. Getting jumbled up here.
Bad.
Yeah, that could have been bad here, and his teammates getting their laps back.
Oh, contact with the 82. Him and somebody got together.
And under this extended yellow, multiple people getting waved around to get their laps back that weren't waved around in the first part of it. Ooh, some slow cars on the front stretch. We're gonna go back to the leader though, which should be the 45. And we're going to get to one to go here at Daytona.
Lights are back on the pace car. We're going around again.
Yep.
So a really extended caution period here. And somebody
Taking the
taking the
chicane,
buck up
like it's the 24 hours. Yeah, extended
It wasn't that
cautions
long
here
ago these
tonight.
guys were running.
Yeah, the majority of
That's
us were in the 24 hours. So multiple
A lot
teams
of
did
these
that.
guys, this will be the most laps they've ever run at Daytona in a couple weeks span. I know.
Yeah.
At Daytona 24, a lot of these guys run
Most
couple hundred
miles
laps
ran
each.
here in a couple weeks span too.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You got our Daytona 500. You got the NIS Daytona 500. Lights are back on the pace car. We're gonna go around one more time. Yeah, so I know I've run at least.
Here we
Look
go.
at
Lights are off here.
There we go. A lot of guys. It's all single file except the 21 on the front row, I believe. Yep.
Yep. A
Interesting.
bunch of wave arounds, a bunch of penalties here in the final few laps of this race. So it makes it
So,
interesting. Nick Scott is just on the outside by himself.
We'll restart with 21 laps to go at Daytona for the Daytona 500. Brett Bodine gonna peel that pace car down on the pit road. The 45 will lead us to green, 21 on his outside.
And everybody jumps up high.
Everybody's gonna get shuffled around here.
You think it would be a high line the way they're racing, because now there is two lines, not just one. These drivers said, why stay single file? We can just battle, get more positions. There's only 20 laps to go at the line. So
So a long way to go.
the pride of
These
winning the
guys,
500 is on the line. And this
Guess
is
I'm not
break
gonna
it
take any
or
chances.
make it in the last 20 laps.
Here we go, 3 wide, Hunter on the top side. He's gonna have help from Zach. Zach will go up there, they're gonna jump back in line. Nate's gonna go to the top, thinks better of it, stays in front of those guys.
Right now, yeah, right now the 21 back out in front, leading more laps.
We got the 45 and the 88, who was MIA for the last 50 laps, is now back up to P3. You see the battle intensifying back here.
I think the 88 car has been the least most wrecked car. He's been
one
in
wreck
like
so
one,
far.
yeah.
And even then, he barely hit anything.
It's the cleanest car on track at the moment. And
You're
then
wide tight.
another car
Can't
going
see
down
one
pit
pretty
road.
well.
18
Guess I'm
3
a-
wide with the, I believe that's the 52. Yeah, the 52, the 18, and the 1 car 3 wide. 33 back out front of his little group, trying to catch the lead back here.
I feel like the 18 has been the most screwed over car in this entire race. He tries to go up and help the top lines move, and nobody helps him. Downside of being a rookie, though.
Yep. Might not have rookie stripes on his cars, but they know he's a rookie, so some people just decide not to work with him. But that 45
Jake's
still
flying back.
on top too. He's been there in the most of the night. But here we go again. It's this high line. They've had the advantage in a bunch of situations with the speed. Now it's broken back up into 2 lines equally now. The 03 left the high line out the drive.
And then number 21.
Oh,
No! Nate hard in the wall. Hard up the racetrack. The Oracle Red Bull Toyota. Believe Joey Davis may have got in it as well. 18. As well, getting turned sideways there on the apron. Hunter. Take a look at what happened. Down to the corner. I can't tell there, but it looks like Hunter got into the back of Nate. And just saying, Jake hasn't been in a wreck. Bam.
Damn, he really didn't get much damage though in this one. I'm not talking about the 82 though. The
Ooh.
88 really gets out of that, like.
And the 91.
Yeah, the 91.
Nowhere to go play.
Nowhere to go, and stuck on the 30-something degree banking at Daytona. I think it's 33.
As the bunch of guys have been victims of that apron gets slowed up, it just gets you looped around. And
Nick Scott again is the leader with less
so
than
another
20 laps to
caution
go.
there.
Yes, we're gonna try to get you closer to the restart.
In double file here, we're going to restart with 14 laps to go. So we're winding down here. The laps wind down, and
The patience of these drivers winds down.
Patience, energy, winding down, all of it here.
It's a long event here. The longest event at the rest of the calendar year will be at the end, and that will be the 600. We are doing the full 200 laps at Indy though, so that should be interesting.
Green flag. Oh, 18 nearly took out his future teammate right there.
And the leader and the 03 had the perfect start. Nick and Zach just take off from the pack.
Line.
We're down to 14 laps left to go, 13 at the line.
33 looked like he's going to jump out there. He thinks better
Oh!
to crash. The 18 hard on the wall. Reminiscent of Joey Logano's crash in the 2022 duels.
And we're going to go to the chopper cam for this one.
The 4 going down low. The 91. Just wash up into him a little bit and got him around. The 22 hits the wall.
Just unfortunate for the 18 tonight. Multiple wrecks. 91 washes up a little bit, and he, takes out the 18. Right now, let's see the incident counters. They're up there. We're gonna go back to TV mixed and put you back on the leader.
So we're gonna have another restart here. This time, likely either on or under 10 to go. And things are getting really, really crazy here after such a good long green flag run. Now cautions, breathing cautions here at Daytona.
Especially when it's about to be 10 laps to go here soon. So these drivers are getting antsy. And I don't blame them. To be able to say you won a 500 is a big accomplishment.
These guys all want to win.
We should be getting double foul right here. Yep. And since it is the final 10 laps, we will be just staying on TV mixed, and you'll be watching the whole rest of the race here. All sponsored by Jerky Pro and Fatal Grips. Go to jerky.pro and use code UNI-esports, capital U, capital E for 5% off. And go to fatalgrips.com, use the same code for 10% off there. Had to get that sponsor plug in again. Woo.
Alright. Gonna restart with 10 laps to go. What are these guys gonna do to try and win this? How desperate will they be?
Yeah, that is the question. How desperate do you get with 10 laps on the line? And that'll be when you go green, because you most likely double filing up now. Because it's 11 laps to go at the moment. You hit the line, it'll be 10 to go.
Race car.
So we'll be
going green here, single file.
That's what it looks like. Oh,
Here we
yeah.
go, pace car is off. 21 will lead us to green. 88 says, nope, no thank you, not wasting any time.
And it's all legal because everybody hit the restart zone. So here we go. We have a multiple cars, single file at the moment. Understandable, but Chevy 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Chevy dominating.
He was just in that crash. Now look at him go.
And Toyota in 5th and 6th, 7th. Chevy back in 8th. Ford, all from 9th to 11th. Then you got Chevy, Ford, Toyota, and then Chevy. And the cars out of the race are the Ford, and Aiden Wilson in his Chevy. So Chevy is definitely has a lot of cars still in the mix right now.
Yeah, and they're fading back. Look at these guys fading hard over here. Oh! Zach got up in the wall. May have had a little help from Jacob Putnick, and that might allow these guys behind to catch up.
I think it will. It's looking like they're already catching. It's the 21, the 03, and the 88. That's your top 3 at the moment.
Here comes the 18.
And then we
so
said
two alliance cars here.
Yep.
Going to try and work together. They will. 18 to the bottom. He's going to help the 88. 21 up top. The 03 is the pusher.
18 still fighting up here. He's the rookie in the field, the only one so far. And he's just fighting to try to get the best position again in the 500. But he's also trying to get his future teammate a win here.
Even numbers on the ball? No, maybe not. He wants to go up top.
Almost
says,
a wreck.
No, thank you. Stay back there.
And Nick says no thank you too.
03 up on the wall almost.
It's getting dicey up here. Every one of these drivers wants to win.
The 18 and 88 were working well together. Now the 18 finds himself third in line on the bottom.
The 86 comes out of nowhere on the high line, trying to give us assistance to the 88. And the 91 fall from the back, just out of nowhere too. We get a bunch of cars trying to fight for this lead.
4v4. Top and bottom, even numbers. 88's going to go low. Oh boy. He's going to get a bit of help here. He's behind that 21 and 03. Coming to 6 laps to go this time. Jake's going to poke out one of these times and not have enough room. He's got his alliance future teammate 2 cars behind. That second pack is closing again. Zach and Nick leading this thing still. They've been working well together the last couple of restarts, and now they find themselves 1-2. 91 up the track. He's got help from the 86 of Hunter Bogdan.
The race is getting very, very interesting. Multiple parties involved now. The rookie jumps to the high side. He says, maybe I want to win a 500 in my first season here.
He's trying. Coming to 5 to go this time by.
That bottom line just has the speed at the moment. The top line's not able to match it with only 3 cars. Oh, there we go.
Up to the top.
It's mid-pack and Spartana Motorsports right 1, 2, and 3 on the high side. Never mind.
Blocking. You can only block so much before somebody has enough. Doesn't give you the room.
Right now, I mean, it's understandable for the block. This first pack of cars just wants to win it. The second pack's hoping for a wreck. You never know what'll happen. The way these guys are driving around, anything is possible.
Zach's blocking everybody here.
The 18.
Now the rookie running P2 here.
This was the 18 has a chance at the win.
They're pulling away. 4 to go this time by.
And right now, the way they're racing, it's going to get interesting here.
91 to 86 on the top side. Don't have much help.
21 wants to win this. The 88 wants to win this. The 18 wants to win this. And the 03 wants to win this. But the 91 and everyone else wants to win this too. So we'll see who can actually get up front.
Here goes the 18. He's going to have to run on the bottom. He might get it here.
And we're going to stay on TV too, just with the lead pack here.
Maddox to the lead with 3 to go at the line. He's got help from Hutnick. Blinking. He's back, but will his internet hold on?
Let's see what happens here. Right now the 03, the 1, and them trying to get a run on that outside line. The 91 jumping in with them. Chevy's trying to do everything they can to get back to the lead of this race. Trying to keep the Chevy dominance at super speedways. That's what they're trying to do here, and right now they are showing they can do it.
Chevy lined up 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Chevy
2
line.
to go, 5 miles.
It's all came down to this. Oh!
There they go. Reckon. 2 laps to go. Hutnick finally.
And caution comes out with 2 to go. We're gonna go back and watch that. We're gonna have to get a blimp view here from the lead pack. The 1 car gets loose. The 91 goes into the 18. We're gonna switch to the 91 here.
Looked like maybe a little bit of a bad push. The 1 couldn't take it. Got loose.
I get a push from the 90, or the 91 gets a push from a 86, but the 1 gets loose. It's just a wrong timing. But all 3 of these cars look like they're not too bad damage. Now, can't say that for every car here, but it looks like Zachary Weaver has resumed the lead.
So we're gonna go into overtime here. This is gonna be a show. Get your popcorn, get your soda. 2-lap dash to the finish.
Yep. Right now we'll see pit stops and stuff coming, and then we'll be getting back to green.
22 has a bit of damage on his right front. Not sure what that was from. He was, I believe, in the second pack. I'm not too sure how he could have got damaged, but he's got damage nonetheless. The 72 of Joseph Davis, I believe, has called it a race a couple laps ago. He is now 16 laps down. So that's 4 cars out of the race. Corey as well out of the race. Yeah, 5 cars out of the race here. The rest are ready to try and win the Daytona 500.
And out of 20 cars with 15 left, I feel like that is decent accomplishment for the 500 here. Because in real life, I mean, if there was only 20 cars, you might only have 10 left. But pit stops are coming down. The first car to come down is the 82, which led a lot of laps earlier in this race. The 03 is still leading. 21 still top 3. He's been there most of the night. Got some of the cars getting moved to the back, I'm guessing. And that one car has been in a few of these wrecks. I'd call him a menace, but a few of these guys have all been crazy, so they need some fatal grip.
They definitely need to get a grip.
Right?
Here tonight, some of these guys, the way they've been racing, but
We're coming down to the final laps of the 500 overtime. Instead of 200, instead of 500 miles, we're going over 510 miles here. So unless there is another overtime. If another overtime happens, then we go, 15 miles over what we were supposed to. Or more, depending on how many caution laps.
this is going to be interesting here.
Oh, definitely.
Will they wreck him up, come under the white flag, or will they wreck him up after? As long as they take the white flag, the race is official.
Elvis, right now, let's see if the race directors decide to keep it single file or we go back to double. We'll find out right here.
Lights off on the pace car. Double file.
And for everyone watching and will be watching, the whole single file thing is after so many wrecks, it decides we're gonna go single file. At least the race directors do. If they think the race has been a little chaotic, single file will be put up on the table, and you just have to deal with it. But the question here is this, right? Would you rather be on the high side with 2 to go or the low side?
I want to be on the bottom.
Most definitely 2, because it's 2 Chevys pushing each other. A top line might be different because it's a Chevy, Ford, Chevy, so a little bit of teamwork on the bottom, no teams on the high side, so the bottom is usually mainly the best way to go. There's a 91 coming up to the backside.
If I'm that 21, I'm licking my chops right now. That is a spot I'd love to be in right now.
Oh yeah.
Try and push that 03 out as far as you can, get clear of the top side.
Yep, and just take off.
Do what you can. This is gonna be something. Everybody's got a shot to win it. If you're in this pack and you don't have damage, you got a shot. When will Zach fire off? Will he fire off early, try and get a jump, and try and maintain for 2 laps?
Will they stay green for 2 laps? That's the real question.
Green flag, here we go. 91 with a jump at the back. Slowed up by the 88. The 1 with a shot, he's going to get a big push from the 66 and the 33. He goes to the point.
We'll see what
3
happens there.
wide
It's
to the
3
lead.
wide.
Zach in the middle. Look at
And
that
I
top
saw-
side, though.
This is when it gets crazy right now. I mean, and the most desperation.
Zach with the advantage. Jake to the top side. Cameron with him. Nate tried to block it, but he couldn't. And jump back in line. White flag, 1 lap to go. The race is official. Side by side, dead even at the front of the pack.
Oh,
Here
3
comes
wide.
Eight on the outside. He's got help from the 91. Here they go.
That's 3 cars that are allied on the top side.
Oh, what a save by the 1. Dooring Nate at the back. You stay green. 91 to the bottom. Jake blocking. Here we go through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Cameron goes top. Jake blocks in the wall, crashing behind. It doesn't matter. Coming to the flag. The first ever Daytona 500 on iRacing goes to Jacob Hutnick.
We're going to go back to the leaders real quick.
And they crash big time behind.
We're going to go watch this final part from the blimp view.
What a finish here.
There's multiple
Maddox
cars.
wrecking hard behind. Pow, in the wall.
Just carnage after the checker flag.
Everybody flying through here. Wow, what a finish. Jacob Hutnick in Mid-Pack Motorsports. Go to victory lane. That car, dirty.
Yeah,
Don't
right?
really have a scratch on it all day, though. Here comes some, he'll get the win. First ever.
First ever
significant
500 here.
Door tap there. First 500 on iRacing for us. First points paying race, and Jacob should leave here the points leader. Had a good finish in stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 2 was missing the first half of stage 3, and now it's to burn it down here at Daytona. He's trying to, at least.
I was about to say it might have been a minute since he's burning it down. He's stuck? No.
Daytona's a really tricky spot to do a place to do a burnout. You're right on that banking. You see it there. He knows how to burn it down. First league win for him since 2023. He won a race at Atlanta, a drafting track, funny enough, and now 2 years later returns to victory lane at Daytona. So he wins the inaugural race for us here. A wild race. You see, seen everything from flips to 3 wide, 4 wide racing, and
Just
he
carnage.
comes out victorious.
And then, of course, next week we will be at Homestead Motor Speedway. Again, live Monday, same time, about 7:30. So, you expect carnage from that race too. But
You might be flying solo for that broadcast there.
it's all good. We'll see. Might be broadcasting tonight then. We'll figure it out. Either way, Homestead next week. And for everyone to watch, thank you for watching. And have a good night.